Bill, lean in and say hi.
Yeah.
Hello. Hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not
Lovely.
live here, but hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not
Lovely.
live here, by the way.
Oh, you can. If
Do
you
I
wanna,
just do that
if
now,
you want
or-
to, it's totally up to you. This is the behind the scenes what's happening right now. We're getting set up, y'all.
Nice.
I'm getting set up.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you got some peeps. You have
Bill, lean in and say hi.
Sandra who is here and
Hello. Hey.
I just looked it
Hi,
up.
beautiful.
Hey, we're not
Lovely.
live here, but hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not
Lovely.
live here, by the way.
Oh, you can. If
Do
you
I
wanna,
just do that
if
now,
you
or-
want to, it's totally up to you. This is the behind the scenes what's happening right now. We're getting set up, y'all.
Nice.
We're getting set up.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you got some peeps. You have
Bill, lean in and say hi.
Hello. Hey.
I just looked it
Hi,
up.
beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, but hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, by the way.
Oh, you can.
Do I just do that now, or?
It's totally up to you. This is the behind the scenes what's happening right now. We're getting set up, y'all.
Nice.
We're getting set up.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you got some peeps. You have.
Bill, lean in and say hi.
Hello. Hey.
I just looked it
Hi,
up.
beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, but hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, by the way.
Oh, you can.
Do I just do that now, or?
It's totally up to you. This is the behind the scenes what's happening right now. We're getting set up, y'all.
Nice.
We're getting set up.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, you got some peeps. You have.
Bill, lean in and say hi.
Hello. Hey.
I just looked it
Hi,
up.
beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, but hey.
Hi, beautiful.
Hey, we're not live here, by the way.
Oh, you.
I think it's amazing.
All right, talk to me
You were
if we
having
get
too
this
much fun with
feedback
this
loop
last night, I'll
going
tell you
still.
right now.
We did a thing. We did a thing. Also, Will has a new best friend.
Oh, no, that's right.
I love Sandra.
There she is. It's Sandra.
How is the
a cactus, just,
Yeah, how's
Coincidence? I
that?
think not.
Is the echo?
Did we fix it?
Is the echo still going on? Is the loop going because it's still going on? All right. It says yay fixed. I'm getting some people saying it's muting. Oh, it's delayed. That's why.
Right.
There's a big delay that happens first. Audio's okay now. Okay. I think we got it.
Okay.
I think we got it. Thank you for that. I wouldn't have. You figured out with that loop back exactly where that was coming from right away. I'm gonna head over. I love looking over in our Discord and seeing that we've got people on V Rising right now too. Yes, that's such a good game. It is really fun. Anyhow,
I was going to say, what even is that?
it's a vampire game that a bunch of patrons play together and just slay each other. Anyhow.
That's awesome.
Also, Diablo 4 is coming out later this week. Just saying. And if you want to sound like the monsters on that, we could talk about that. Let's see. I'm pulling up. There's a chat that's over.
Oh, I need the link for the giveaway.
Oh, okay. Link for giveaway is... I would go ask Kirk for it.
Okay, I'll do that.
He's probably got that. Let's see. What am I looking for? There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Boom. I'm going to say, hi, y'all. This is over to community manager chat because guess what? Community managers are going to be tracking some things from y'all and helping us know about them
All
later
right,
in another cool private area. Anyhow, go ahead, guys.
I'm going live now for mine, so we
Okay,
can do
you
like
got
a
that
little
one?
fun thing here.
Boom chicka.
Perfect.
Can you start to show what this best friend, this new best friend is?
This guy?
We're live! We're live early!
What's going on?
We're live early! This is the pre-show.
Who is this?
The pre-show, and we have this guest who is on the pre-show.
You say hello.
You say hello.
Oh, charismatic baby.
He's looking at me
Oh,
like, what are you
he
doing,
is
Will?
the cutest.
He's scared of the cactus.
He honestly, the cactus has
It's
terrified
okay. We're
me
gonna hide.
times.
We'll hide the cactus.
Is he scared of it?
I don't know, but he was looking at it. He was looking at like.
Oh no.
Yeah, the cactus is scary sometimes, huh? Oh, he's a little like, I'm gonna be close to y'all right now.
Oh my goodness.
All right, we are going to start up here the actual program of things in just a little bit. But, oh, hi. So cute. You say, hello, Cassandra.
Bye for meow.
Meow. Oh, thank you, honey.
Meow.
Oh, I still need to print that thing.
That's okay. You don't need to.
Are you good?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. She's gonna help us do some really awesome trivia later.
Nice.
Trivia. You guys will find out.
Oh.
Okay.
My phone's not even plugged in. Is it? No, it's not. It's not.
should
I mean,
be.
it is, but it ain't charging.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
Yo.
Oh.
Oh. Let me do this. You guys get to see my hair real close right now.
Oh.
Let me do this. Does that change it? Does that charge it?
No.
This was charging a trackpad. What about that?
That does.
That does?
There we
Okay,
go.
boom.
Good.
Boom.
We are in.
Done. I did a thing. I'm in charging a phone. Complicated, y'all. Okay, we'll be right back and show you our glasses.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, mamma mia. All right, so I'm going live here too.
Yeah, you'll be on Instagram. So, yeah, there's like 3 ways to watch.
This is gonna be great.
Yeah.
My question: how will these guys get the link to?
We're
Stuff.
gonna need to send that as well.
Yeah, yeah, you want to
How am I gonna
put
send
like
that
a comment or something on Instagram, right?
Yes.
Look at that glass.
Just saying, you guys wanted to know if it was actually Monster or Mimosa Monday, and the answer is yes. Yes, most definitely. Most definitely. These are going to be filled up, and there's special stuff that goes in here too. I'm going to be right back with that. I'm going to ask Kirk to send that link over to you. By the way, in case you guys don't know,
Thank you for the comment on the reverb.
Kirk is master of everything that's behind the scenes right now. He's like juggling so many things, and
Is he?
it's just nuts.
Oh, there he goes.
Yeah.
Hey, where are you
There's a
going?
random
You're supposed to be
Kirk sighting.
juggling.
Perfect. Okay, cool.
I'm gonna bring. Are you guys closing the door?
And now it's my show. What's going on, guys? How's it going? I've taken over. This is oh, he's coming back.
I'm
All
here.
right, shit.
Yeah, you were the only
And now
one
it's
for a minute.
our show. We have taken over the show. What's going on, everybody? Nice. All right, here, let's go live over here too. Fuck it. Boom. Checking connection. I didn't connect to the Wi-Fi.
Oh,
Man. Okay, hold on. We're gonna end this real quick. I will not do that. Goodbye. You. Okay. I'm in the Wi-Fi right now. You don't even know what the Wi-Fi is.
No, but I can share it with you.
Can you?
Yeah, that's the cool thing about these Apple products.
What are we on? Is it?
So it's TCV1, and then if I come in here and you're there, I can share the password. Done.
Wow.
Done.
This is the future.
The
Thank you, Apple.
The future is now.
I will say Droid don't got that. No big deal. I'm not trying to play, Apple game, but.
Will, you are the most brutal voice ever, says Derek.
Thank you, Derek. That's fucking awesome.
How do we feel about the comments we see, knowing that so many people are watching, and you don't just have a regular day job? I'm so thankful I don't have a regular day job.
Yes.
The link in your text
I got the link.
for the giveaway.
Yes.
Yes.
My question. When do I post this in the freaking thing?
Now.
Now!
I didn't even go live yet.
Do it. Go live and post
Hold
it at the
on.
same time.
I had to connect to the Wi-Fi.
Did you?
How do you even? Can you even go in the comments? Oh yeah, you can.
We're
Hey
teaching
guys.
Will about Instagram.
Boom, I'm learning right. I never go live, as you can see. For all you guys that are here right now.
Did you update your link tree with the course?
Oh, it was there. Oh, God!
What?
Can we do it now?
Yeah.
Should I go off alive?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, guys. We'll be back.
You get so much behind
Again.
the scenes.
God!
Now let me get some alcohol in you.
Oh, Park.
Oh, God!
Kirk is whipping up those monster mimosas and managing everything. I don't know. Thank goodness we have Sandra here too.
Oh my
what are you getting?
goodness.
He says you
What?
are gonna hold him for a little bit.
I am?
Uh-huh.
right.
That was very clear.
That was clear.
That was clear as day.
If you're going to be held over here, you got to bounce.
Bouncy.
And you got to play the piano.
Oh, you're gonna play the piano? Oh, you do like playing the piano. I don't have it turned on right now though.
Oh.
There's a keyboard that's underneath this. It's very exciting. Okay. I am
Crap. I don't remember what
I'm
my
so
password
surprised that you
is.
didn't just cuss. I just I don't know if I've heard you say crap so vehemently before.
I mean, come on. Having trouble logging in? Yes, I
We are
am.
almost there. We're only 5 minutes
Boom,
late.
chicka boom, chicka
The
boom,
pre-show
chicka
has gone
boom.
5 minutes over.
Pre-show.
I think we made it. We're in.
This is the pre-show guest right here.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
This is the opening act.
Opening act. Hey, little man. You want to try that?
He does a pretty good scream, doesn't
He
he?
does do. Well, he's been matching Whistle a bunch, which we all know that Whistle actually leads into tea kettles and pig squeals.
No.
Just make a pterodactyl sound here. For anybody that's not in this room outside, they're probably like, what is going on in
Oh,
there?
he's like, Mama, I think I'm a little concerned about things right now, Mama.
That was
All
too
right, hold
loud.
on. I'm going to get this Linktree thing real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay.
Amazing.
Let's get this settled. This way I can just hop in here.
Okay.
And can you ask Sandra to resend the thing I'm going to print?
Yes.
Thank you.
Can the baby do Deftones?
Oh, you know, he's
Yeah.
probably pretty dang close.
Most babies do it. Oh, there's first attempt.
That was an attempt, wasn't it? Yeah, he says that was an attempt. Everybody, if y'all don't know, this is Mycroft. So, Mycroft is, he just turned 1 years old. 1 year. 1 year. 1 year old.
One.
Yeah, 1 year old. He also is just a wonderful baby. I don't know if you guys can tell that. He's like, me, ma, mm. Oh, are you gonna eat the chair? He also has his own little child-sized Secret Lab chair, which is so adorable. You want to do this? You can sit in Will's chair for a little bit. Oh, look at that.
That's a big smile.
Ah, cutie.
Likes to sit in Will's chair.
Yeah, he's like, I got a chair of my own, guys. Oh, yeah, you want me back in that one, huh? And Mycroft has been very, very good lately at making all kinds of fun, harsh vocal noises. Oh, that was good.
Will. So here's a guy that says, Will, can you teach me goblin screams?
Yeah,
Yeah, they're in the course. There's a whole section on them.
yeah. Yeah. I guess we'll do like an official welcome in
Yeah,
just
that's a good
bit.
idea. You do
Yeah.
yours and then I'll do mine.
Well, okay, and then Will join us here in just a moment. So
Yeah.
let's do this, y'all. Welcome to our party. That's really what I gotta say. Welcome to our party. Thank you for joining us. We have a lot of really fun things in store for you, including obviously today is the launch of a course that the three of us made together. It's amazing. Like, I feel so freaking proud of what we've done.
Seriously?
And yes, and it's super special. Chris is going to tell you more about lunch, but I hope you all have a drink because we have these huge monster mimosas that are on their way, and we're going to make weird sounds throughout. Now, of great importance, there is a couple different things you're going to see popping up in chat. You're going to be seeing some giveaway stuff. Will's going to actually tell you a little bit more about that.
Here's that link again in my chat.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, and we've got multiple live streams going. So you're going to see some link for a giveaway that's going to pop up. You're going to see a link to the course as well because we're going to be talking a lot about it. Also, we are going to be asking you for some questions, and we have some community managers that are watching, and we'll be noting some particularly awesome questions to answer later. And
Drink, guys.
oh my gosh!
Look at this drink.
That's a big
Who
drink.
made this drink?
I
Who
think
concocted this? Who concocted this?
that's Kirk.
Lord.
Lord. Are you unhappy because it's not your size?
Lord,
Oh.
coming over here.
You want to go upside
Coming over
down?
here.
Is that what I heard? Do you want to go upside down?
Scared.
Stand up.
So, look at all this. Look at this drink, guys. Look at this.
Okay, so get your drinks ready.
All right.
Get your drinks
This looks
ready.
like, what's the
And-
thing in Harry Potter?
Do not spill this on the carpet.
Oh my gosh.
See, now imagine.
Here, I'll take one off your hands.
Thank you. Can you take another one off my hands and put it in front of
I don't know if I can lift both of these.
Look, we
Oh,
got
I got it,
everybody
I got
here.
it.
We got Elizabeth
gosh.
here. We got
So you
Chris.
work
We
out
got
more.
Kurt. Sandra. Everybody. And Cats Man.
There are the
Let's
drinks.
go. So, let me flip this around. For all you guys that are
Here we
listening
go.
right now, just got
There.
here. Check it out.
These are the placeholders
Giveaways.
till the event
For two
officially
microphones,
starts.
My old mic that I've used, the SM7 for years and years.
Yes.
I've made so many videos. And
The option to talk with Will over Zoom will be limited to this week only because Will only has so much time. He's going on tour again, and he does so many things. So we're offering that. You like that? Look, see how it's like right there.
Oh my gosh.
So yeah, if you want the option to talk with Will over Zoom, you have to sign up this week.
Yeah, that's a deal. And it's all three of us will be in a Zoom call all together talking about things.
gotcha.
And that's with that particular tier. Oh my gosh. And we have a sighting
What is that?
of an incredible
Kirk is here.
man. And hi, was that one of my hairs?
Look at this kill. You better not open those legs too much, okay?
That's
a
my
big
You're
old-
complaining.
All right.
There, Kirk, just sit there the rest of the time.
I approve.
Chris
You
is
guys,
here, by the way. We don't
everyone
have
say
wide
thank
angle,
you,
so.
Kirk, because he is making so much of this behind the scenes happen right now. It's incredible. And also, he just made us a bunch of drinks. And
These
also,
drinks.
he's going to be posting a bunch of stuff in the chat. Also, he wears kilts regularly. It's fantastic.
That's why you married me.
One of the so many reasons. Okay.
What is this drink called, by the way?
It's a
Concoctor of.
monster mimosa.
Monster Mimosa.
Hey,
It's Elizabeth's.
Let's do it.
Good luck. Your faces are going to be purple at the end of this.
Oh my
Cheers.
gosh!
Oh,
Cheers!
no.
Cheers!
Cheers.
Everybody, cheers to y'all as well. Here we
This looks
go.
crazy.
It's pretty good. Oh my! It looks
Mamma
kind of terrifying.
mia. This looks like, I was saying, what was it in Harry Potter? That one thing that turns, they would change their faces into, what the heck is it called?
Oh,
Look at
I
you
know what you're
already.
talking about.
Look at you.
Uh-oh.
You already got it.
Is it?
In
am I-
You're
chat,
Oh,
hey,
that's a purple.
everyone in chat,
That's
what's
a-
the name of the potion that transforms you into someone else?
Somebody
You
else
have to
in
drink
Harry
it-
Potter.
You have to drink it in front of Moaning Myrtle.
Oh, that's right. Right. They did it in the bathroom.
That's
Yeah.
what
They
this
did
looks
it in the
like.
bathroom.
That-
You haven't even started drinking yet, Elizabeth.
Yeah. You know what? This needs like some crazy like black. What is it? Dry ice.
Oh, dry
Dry
ice.
So it's just always bubbling.
We should have done that.
Then it will be even scarier
If you were
looking.
here a day earlier, we could have remembered and gotten that.
Oh my
gotten dry
goodness!
ice.
Next time,
Next
I'll
time.
come with the dry ice. I'll bring
Boom. Yeah, that'll work on the plane.
it. Sir, what is that in your bag? It's ice.
Yeah.
Swear.
I swear it's ice.
Don't.
It's smoking.
It's gonna
just
hurt.
ice. It's just ice. Oh, sorry. You're right. That is.
yeah, maybe like right there.
I needed my drink wanted to be front and center right there.
Well, so we've sort of done some unofficial welcomes, but
Polyjuice potion.
Polyjuice potion.
Shout out to whoever posted right there. Actually, it's everybody. Everybody seems to post it. It's Polyjuice potion. That's what
yeah, that's right, right there.
Boom.
You were worried that this stream wasn't going to be long enough.
It's gonna be long enough.
It's
'cause
gonna be fun.
We've done like 3 different intros, but now this is the official intro because we're all sitting here. We have our
Yeah.
drinks. Welcome to the live stream announcing the new course, the ultimate path to extreme vocals with Will Ramos, Elizabeth, and Chris.
Got it.
We're chatting with you.
Awesome.
Oh, perfect. And so we have this course is launching today. Lots of you have already gotten an email about it. I've been posting the link in the chat. That is in the video descriptions in all of the platforms you are watching. Also, Will, we're giving away some mics.
Yes, we
Talk
are.
about that.
So, 2 mics actually.
This is poetic, by the way. Go ahead.
Freaking poetic.
2 mics. One that you have seen in like every cover I have like ever done for the past 5 or 6 years, something like that. It's my SM7B. People have commented on it 1,000 times because they see it in my YouTube videos and they're like, what mic is that? Because it's all wrapped up with these crazy mandala looking things.
But the very one that you use for all
The one I use for everything. No, it was in like a lot of my one take videos for Lorna, for, you know, literally any cover. Like I'm telling you, that is even when I was just working at home and just laying out vocals for Lorna and like other things like that. Like that's the mic I used. And I'm getting rid of it to one of you guys. So whoever wants it, just know you can have a chance to get it. And that's just the first one because we have 2 mics.
But we should say, you have to stick around to the end of the stream in order to find out who wins.
Of course.
And you have to go register. We posted the link earlier in all of the chats.
And I will post it again because I don't know how it works with, I'm using Instagram.
Yeah.
So do I just got to keep
post it
posting
again.
it?
Yeah.
We'll post it like once in the middle again and then do, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just so you guys know, everybody just got here. I did post it already, but I will post it again. So, you know, whatever. It's fine.
I know.
But yeah.
I actually want that mic too. Shoot.
Yeah, I
Can I
registered
enter it?
900 times already.
Can
So
We didn't set any rules about this. Can I enter?
you
No.
Mycrons can enter.
Mycroft can answer though. Yes, he's allowed.
with 6,000 emails.
Oh my gosh. No, but like for reals, I want that microphone. It's pretty and it is legendary and I can't
One of a kind.
Thank you.
believe it. You're giving it away. But what else is gonna happen?
I'm also giving away my SE Electronics V7. It is a mic that I use now all the time. I have a wireless version, but I have also a wired. And that is honestly my favorite mic that I've used ever, live, ever. And that's why I still use it to this day, today. So you guys are going to get a chance to get one.
I'm sorry, like this blows my mind because Will here is incredible already, but he's gonna continue to just shoot up and continue to rise and he's
I
so
hope.
young
We
in
hope.
his career right now, and you're singing in such a healthy way too. So can you imagine how much these microphones are gonna be worth in 10 years? How much they're worth now, but how much they're gonna be worth in 10 years?
Absolutely. The custom SM7B that you got your start on.
I will say it's custom because I did some
customize it.
art
You
on
customize
it.
But see,
It's custom.
Here's why I like the fact that we're giving this mic away, because many of you are going to be starting your journey with extreme vocals via this course that we're releasing today. Like, this is going to be the beginning for so many of you, and Will is giving away a part of your beginning.
This
right?
is something that has very sentimental value. To
I
me.
know, it's just so cool.
So freaking cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you mentioned that, I was like, what? No way, you would?
Yeah, I literally
What?
told them about it last night. They were like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I mean, what am I going to do with it? You know what I
Freaking
mean?
poetic.
I don't use it anymore.
It's poetic.
It's one of the best mics, like, for screaming, period. Literally, when I go to the studio with Josh Schroeder and in Michigan, we record on a 7B.
Yeah.
Not my 7B, obviously, because I never took it, but a 7B nonetheless.
Yeah, 7B, and then you have the mic that you're starting to do live. You said a lot more live shows on. So
V7.
you've got your recording mic and your live show mic. Both are being given away. That's just insane. It's insane, and I think that is so kind, and also just like. It's going to help somebody else get their start.
I think it's a great way to give back.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
yes.
Because I think by doing this, like, hopefully
cool.
somebody, whoever gets that mic, or mics, whoever gets it, they're going to be like, I'm inspired now. They're like, I want to make more music using whatever they got now. It's just a new tool. You get excited. So
Yeah.
I hope you guys get excited. I hope you win.
Apparently, you need to sign it too.
I will sign it. I can sign
No!
both. I'll sign both of them. But just know, if you start grabbing it, it's going to sweat off.
Oh, yeah.
But-
So only use the mic with gloves.
Exactly. Exactly.
Okay, well,
Amazing.
I say we toast, and then we move
Okay.
on to a very special part of this broadcast.
Toast.
Toast
Toast.
to the polyjuice potion and
Mics.
And
mics.
mics and courses.
And new beginnings with
beginnings.
courses.
Oh my god, the purple stuff does not work as well in the mimosas, but it makes it a lot more monster-like than I'd even envisioned.
And
this is
It looks
insane.
nuts.
And you already have some on your face, too.
Oh yeah, that's what
all the way
I
up
looked at
here.
you.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it looks good.
immediately.
Yeah.
You took the first sip, and I looked at you, I was like, oh my god. It's
Guess
gonna,
what?
This is
It's gonna happen.
This is just the beginning.
Mm.
I don't know what this purple stuff is made of.
It's a drug.
I had a feeling. I knew it.
Okay, so yesterday we were sitting around your fire pit.
Oh, are we talking about the walk first and the questions he had?
Well, that's not what I have here.
What about...
That's the next one.
yeah.
Yeah, so...
Wait, so we were walking when he asked that question, right?
Oh, that's right. That's right. We were on a walk yesterday, and in Arizona, there are lots of cactuses.
Aha.
And
That's a lot of cactus.
I've never seen so many cactuses as I did on this
It's
walk.
cacti.
I've never seen cacti. I've never seen so many cacti.
It's cacti.
So, and Will, I think also, right? Like this is a new thing for you.
Oh yeah.
And so we were going around, we were looking at all these cactuses, and we were on this walk, and you asked how old? How can you tell how old a cactus is?
There are so many massive cacti out here. I'm looking at them. I'm like, that one has to be like 1,000 years old. You know, like trees. They grow.
Yeah.
The bigger the tree, the older the tree. So in my mind, I'm like, this has to be super old. I actually looked it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you did.
I looked this up. Yeah.
Okay.
Because did you guys?
Tell us about-
Did you guys look this up?
We did not.
We were
relying on
relying
You were hoping. Oh, thank God! Right before we went into this live stream, I had to look it up because I was just like, I hope somebody has the answer, but just in case, I'm going to look it up. I mean, I guess it was my question to ask anyway, so I probably should have had the answer. I didn't have the answer when I asked it. Obviously, that was a real question. How can you tell how old a cacti is?
Does it have
or
to do with the
cactus?
needles?
Yes.
What's it got to do with?
Just tall.
Oh,
how tall it is.
There's no specific way to tell how old it is, just how tall it is, how many arms, something about the areoles.
Okay, so give us the ranges. So if it's 6 feet tall, how old might it be?
Okay, I don't know that.
No?
No. I mean, it's different for every cactus. Apparently they have...
Oh yeah,
was that one?
saguaros. You were getting some information on saguaros.
That was literally
There's
the one I was
a ton
looking
of
at.
those in Arizona.
They could be 300 years old. And they go, and the one that was 300 years old was like 40 feet tall with like apparently 50-something arms.
Wow.
So, I don't know what that translates to, but it ain't a tree.
That's a lot.
Let's put it that way. There are no rings. You have to be a cactus expert,
Wow, yeah.
which I am not.
You're going to become a cactus
not yet.
expert.
By the end of this live stream, you will know slightly more about cactuses than you did before.
So,
Exactly.
very, very important. First of all, Will made a new best friend with a toy that my son decided he was kind of scared of. Do you want to demonstrate this toy?
I will do the honors, yes.
This has become a cactus-themed party.
Hello. Oh, this is great. Welcome to the live stream. Let's go.
The cactus is the most obnoxious harsh vocalist of any vocalist here.
Yeah.
I think he's
Listen to-
patronizing you.
Totally.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this. All right, but we're turning you off for now. I turned it off.
Oh. So with the giveaway,
Not the cactus whisperer.
with the giveaway,
I'll put this right here
can you
somewhere.
enter more than once? So technically, as many emails as you have, I suppose you can keep entering, right?
Well, no, because we discourage. It should be a very fair thing.
It should be
we
a fair thing.
discourage that, but
But technically you can, but you shouldn't. You should
Yeah,
just be
thank you.
good about things and enter once and trust that if you are supposed to win these mics, you will win these mics.
we will rely on Will's incredibly generous soul for this giveaway, and in that way, I feel like you need to respect that and maybe just enter once.
Just go
Yeah.
once. Don't be that guy. Because when you're that guy, everyone's like, damn.
Well, it should be
I
said
hate that guy.
You're not choosing this winner based on merit. This is a random thing.
Exactly.
So it's not like Will's going to see this big list of people who've entered and be like, oh, "He's my friend." No,
Boom.
this is a random thing. So yeah.
You know what? You know what we're gonna do?
What do we do, Kirk? Are we
This
in
is-
trouble?
This is what we're gonna do. I'm gonna bring in a D10 and a D20, and
Yes!
Will's gonna roll the dice right here on stream, and whatever the number is, that's the person on the list that wins the mic. How's
Really?
that? Yeah, why don't we do that?
That's a fun idea.
That is a fun idea.
What are you talking about?
Oh my
Dungeons and
gosh,
Dragons
how
dice,
dare you
man.
not know about dice for Dungeons
You
and
were like,
Dragons?
I haven't played it.
Will, you were like, I want to play Dungeons and Dragons. And we're
I
like,
do.
We'll get the dice out. Boom.
This is amazing.
Also, really quickly, I just stepped in to say, can you make sure that the cactus is on when you check your bag on the airport?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Like, is there somebody in your bag, sir? No.
No, I swear, I'm not kidnapping a cactus.
Is there someone in your bag, sir?
Amazing. Okay, I need to go over here and print a thing, but while I'm doing this, would you be willing to get closer to some cameras to show off your tattoo?
Sure.
He's got a really cool new one.
I got a new one from my boy Peter. He came all the way from Canada. I love you, Peter. You're the best. If you're watching this right now, shout out to you.
Yeah.
Well, I got the side of my head. My hair is growing back a little bit, so it's kind of hard to see. I don't know.
Whoa.
I love it. Shout out to Peter. You're a great guy. Love you, Peter. Hell yeah.
Thanks, Peter. Thank you, Peter. Do you want to get closer to Chris's stream as well, so you can see the? I don't know if that camera was able to check it out. Yeah.
For anybody that's here, by the way, we have 3 cameras on. I
Three
got
cameras.
you guys here, you guys over here, and you guys down
So
here.
I've always wondered, like, I don't have any tattoos.
Yes.
But I was, when they tattoo your head, like, how does that work with when the hair starts growing back and stuff? Is it
It just
affect
gets
any-
lost. It just disappears. The tattoo eventually gets lost behind the hair.
The tattoo
yeah.
doesn't kill any hair follicles.
No.
No, that's what I was wondering.
That was my
Yeah.
nightmare
Yeah.
as well. And honestly, if it did, screw it. I always shave the side of my head anyway, you know. Maybe that'd be for the best.
But it doesn't like actually destroy the hair follicles. It'll grow back just like normal.
Yes.
Okay.
See, that was my nightmare. I was like, what happens if they tattoo and they just mess up your head somehow? I don't know. People have done it hundreds of times. I was like, however many times. Like, I gotta trust the process. It's gonna be fine.
Whoa, there are currently 500 entries for the mic, by the way.
Nice.
Yeah.
I hope you guys are only getting in there once.
Well-
no cheating.
We have a question for you.
Yes.
Someone who is awesome. What was a moment when you were recording vocals, and this goes out to either of us apparently, that blew your mind? Like when you listen back to yourself and you went, I didn't know I could do that. I have actually a really recent example, but you go first.
So for me, I remember it was when we were in the studio. I mean, are we talking like just when we were together, or were we like
No.
anytime in the
Anytime.
studio?
No, anytime in the studio.
One time when I was in the studio, we were recording with Josh, and I recorded my vocals, super cool, whatever, and then I walked away, and then, you know, you hear a song from a distance, and you're like,
Yeah.
wow.
Who's that?
Who the freak is that?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then I walk into the room, and I'm like, oh shit, that's us.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I sound like. So it's
Oh,
always
that's
like,
awesome.
when you hear something from further away, it gives you almost can't hear the details in your voice to be like, that's my voice. So you just
Right.
take it for what it is. And I was like, wow.
Yeah. Oh, that's so
I
cool.
had the
Will,
exact
good
same
job.
experience when I heard the short that we made when I was learning how to do it around the table
Oh,
during
right.
the course.
Yep.
I heard that short later, and Kirk was playing on his phone. I was like, like that person's pretty good. He said, honey, that's you. And I was like, what?
Yeah. That's the best feeling too.
Yeah, it is. When you surprise. So, I had one of those too. I recently, since we've done the course, and some of you have seen this already, I recently did a cover of Sleep Tokens' The Summoning.
Yeah.
And
Fantastic.
I've employed a lot of the extreme vocal techniques that I've been working on since we filmed this course. And one of them, well, there's 2 sections in that cover that I'd never done vocals like that on a recording before. I'd messed with them, you know. The first was that higher constriction, you know, that real high thing in the middle breakdown. And then I added some lows right before that chill instrumental. And I had a similar thing. Like, I had gotten up, I've had the thing on autoplay in the studio, and I was walking around and going out and getting a drink and stuff like that. And that section came on, and I was like, I knew the song was on, but because I was in the other room, it was sort of this like, oh, that sounds pretty good. Oh yeah, that's me! And it was just, super cool to be, having struggled with some of those things for so long, to be able to listen back to a recording and go, I'm doing it. I'm actually doing. We're really doing it, Harry. Like that was really, really awesome. So that totally blew my mind. There's my answer to that question.
I mean,
yeah.
now I'm not gonna lie, because of that experience and, you know, being able to do that. Now when I'm actually recording, like in my studio at home, I'll lay down like all my vocals for like Patreon and stuff, and then I'll be like, all right, am I gonna sit here and just keep listening to the same thing 1,000 times and go absolutely insane? I was like, no, I'm gonna press play and then I'm gonna walk away.
Sure.
I'm listening to it from like the kitchen or
Right.
something like that, and I'm like, oh,
That's awesome.
But
I
you
didn't
know
hear
that,
anything that stood out as that was bad. That means
that means
it
it's
was
really
okay.
good. Right, when you're listening back, but here's what gets me really excited. So sometimes I'll do that exact same thing. Like when I really like the what I hear coming from my own voice, I will listen to it over and over and over again, and I'll catch myself like feeling out what I did and like move in certain ways, and it actually, like, listening to something that's good that I sang is programming my muscle memory. So I'll listen to it over and over again, and it's like, you did well, this did well, this did well, this was good, this sounded great. And then over time, like listening to those good parts of my voice repeatedly helps me make it repeatable.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even think about it that way, but yes.
This rolls into something that we're going to do throughout the whole live stream, which is we're going to be making some challenges up for how to do some harsh vocals with, I don't know, some random thing that's going to, I have no idea if it'll work, essentially. Oh.
What? Oh, my God. We're good. We're back.
Ring the alarm.
That was my wake-up
Hey,
alarm.
it's time to get up!
Okay, so
That was
here's
my
the
wake-up
deal.
alarm. Sorry, everybody. We're good. We're back.
No worries. We're going to issue some challenges to each other, like to make some weird noises. Spontaneous weird noises. So, like, oh, I feel like I've also learned a lot from howler monkeys recently.
Oh, my God. That's sick.
But actually, I think the tea kettles is one of the most amazing sounds that I've ever heard come out of me. But this said, can I hear your bass weird noise and your bass weird noise for the day?
Bass weird noise.
Give me a bass weird noise. You know what? These might change because weird noises can evolve.
Better have another drink.
Give me a weird noise.
Nice.
That's all I got. That's all I got.
That was good.
That was a fresh voice, too. With that fresh voice, no problem.
Okay.
In honor of my dog, who does not bark like this.
Get some health cords in there.
For anybody that doesn't know, by the way, he has the sweetest dog in the entire world. I love her. She's a fluff ball.
I've learned a lot about listening to my dog bark since the course too. Like, I don't know how the anatomy works inside a dog, but you know that there's that.
Oh, let me tell you, I have a video about
that's
that
right.
on the singing hole.
That's right.
Sorry.
You just have a bag of straws? That's how you know we're in the studio right now, and you need to have a warm-up straw. Come on.
Guys, can you make that sound through a straw? This is my first challenge.
Oh.
I know.
In our drink?
And
No, get over here.
check it out, everybody. Ready?
Okay.
Oh, that is.
Ooh.
It bends.
You're adding even more resistance to the air by bending it.
Or
Class.
just changing the path of the air.
Oh,
But
sure.
by having a bendy straw, you can put it underneath your tongue to make sure you don't have tongue pressing down on your larynx so that you don't, have, anyhow.
Hey, Will.
Wow.
Will, what was the? What's that?
That's making sure my tongue doesn't press down on my larynx.
Oh. Okay, so I have to bark like a dog underneath.
Let's do that. I'll do a different one after that.
Okay.
Does that work with that? Because
I don't know.
like, I think your lingual tonsils are so involved in that noise, I don't know if it would work.
Oh my
Will's
God.
anatomy, because this is such a high constriction in his throat, the back of his tongue has lingual tonsils there, and in order to make that sound, like, you would need to constrict that area in the top of your throat. It's a different kind of constriction than the tongue just pressing down on the larynx. So this might actually prevent that noise from happening.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So when you do vocals and you're doing that technique, make sure you don't have a straw in your mouth. Not like
okay.
that, anyway.
Okay, so
Let's hear your dog bark.
Okay. That's a lot harder because I can't get my face involved as much.
Plug your nose. You got a little coming through the side still. That's gonna be really hard.
That's impossible.
It was almost impossible.
I don't know.
You're taking it to the next level here. I love that. You're just.
I wonder if I can do a higher constriction, like. So
I
the
think higher
con-
constrictions are easier.
Plug my ears. The higher constriction takes less airflow, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So, yeah, that's actually really interesting.
Okay, so your tea kettles actually should be kind of cool through this.
Oh, wow. I feel like my head is going to explode.
All y'all knew that you're like, it's a charismatic voice stream. I'm talking to y'all. You knew that I would probably bring straws out at some point. So boom, we are applying SOVT exercises to harsh vocals.
Which, yes, we talk about in more detail in the course
We
at
do.
the end. The thing
We do.
that,
I love that.
So-
I love that part.
Will, I have a question for you.
Yes.
Going back to the SM7B that you're awesomely giving away, what was the first song you sang on that?
Oh man, that goes back to so far back that I wouldn't even know how to begin answering that. I think I'm gonna tell you, I do covers all the time, always. Since I was, like 8 years ago when I first started like really getting into and like taking it seriously. I've always done so many covers, so it's hard to tell. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This dates back a long time ago. So if you get this mic, just know there has been a lot of spit
Right.
invested in this microphone.
You know what? So we were recording when we were recording the course. I knew just because of the way that you sang, and I had Spencer Sotelo in the studio singing.
I
on
love
that same
him, by the
mic.
way.
Yeah,
Great.
he's amazing. Shout out to Spencer.
Love you,
amazing
Spencer.
guy.
Love you, man.
I also had Lauren Babick and Lucas Magyar. Shout out to both of those amazing vocalists. And I had not cleaned my popper stopper until after you left, and I did it because I was going to use the mic, and I went up to the popper stopper and I got real intimate with the mic, and I took a nice through the mouth and nose breath as I was getting ready to sing a meaningful note, and I went oh, and so I had to take the popper stopper off, and I had to give it a good rinse and a good spray, and now it's good. So
Imagine
I
what that
spray-
would have looked like if this had been in Will's mouth ahead of time. Right. You guys like the purple?
Oh no.
Splatter?
Yeah, sometimes it just happens like that.
hey, real quick, so.
You gotta spit on the mic.
Is this course for beginners? I've been getting that question a lot this morning.
Hell
Yes!
yeah, yeah.
Yes!
This is
Yeah.
for this course is for everybody. Like if you
Yeah.
are a beginner, you have no idea what the heck you're talking about. This is a great place because it gives you all the gateway sounds, all little things that you'd want to learn to even get into screaming, so you know you're using the right spot of your voice rather than just like people who think they're screaming and they're not really screaming. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And as well as if you're an advanced person and you've been doing it for however many years and you want to learn, I'm going to tell you, I learned it from the course.
That's what's so cool about this is we have 3 learners and 3 teachers. And so we start out the course where we're like postulating and speculating and doing all these like gateway sounds like you were saying and then as the course progresses it gets more and more advanced because we turn more of the reins over to you being the teacher, and by the middle it's like this interesting passive baton where we're sitting back and we're watching your mouth shapes and talking about the sources that you're using. And this is really cool. This is something that I'd never been introduced to until you brought it up on our planning meetings. But this course is based around what we call now the source filter theory.
Oh yeah, this is really, really important for vocal pedagogy, and that was sort of like my role in this was to bring the vocal pedagogy side to it, bring some science, bring some anatomy. Yeah,
That's a good word.
it is a good word.
I don't know what it means.
It's like teaching essentially.
Oh, I love that.
So ultimately, I introduced the source filter theory, which is very, very common in voice and speech, and we talked a lot about how to apply that to harsh vocals. So this could be a first-time thing, or it could be somebody that's been doing it for years and years and years, and has learned more about what they're doing so they can unlock more. Because
we isolate sources, we spend a lot of time talking about the meaning and the placement of different sources and how to use those, and then we talk about in separate videos and separate settings the different filters, and then over time through the course we talk about how the sources and the filters blend to make all the sounds that you make.
Yep.
When we can delineate things like that, it becomes way more approachable. Like the thing that the moment, or one of the moments in the course that really struck me is when you, and you'll see it in the course, when you turned to one of the cameras and you said, "Everybody wants to know how to do the goblin scream. Here's how you do the goblin," and then you talk a bunch, and then here's how to do the goblin scream. And when I was looking back at that, you announced it and then you did it. I was able to watch you and go, I can identify the source and what sounds the source is contributing, and I can identify the filter and what sounds the filter is contributing. Because of what we've done in the course, I now intuitively know how to make that sound.
my work is done.
I can't do it as well as Will by a long shot, but I have the tools to do it because of the way we've been able to delineate the method. And this hasn't ever been done with harsh vocals before.
I don't think so. Definitely not.
There have been some papers written about it, but I haven't seen it practically applied.
Sure.
Source filter theory is very, very common for absolutely everything vocal. But yeah, when you talk about applying it to harsh vocals, this is very, very new. And I feel in practice, it is just so stupid useful.
So yes, the course is for complete beginners, but let's answer another question here. What if you've already been screaming for 15 years? Is this course worth it?
Yes.
Yes, why? Let me answer this first, and then you can chime in because it's about you.
I'm on the cusp of 15 years in 2 days.
Yeah, and you're still learning.
Come on.
But you are also, because you're still learning, one of the premier experts in this genre. And so you are learning from someone, if you've been screaming for a while, you are learning from someone who has been doing it for a while and is still learning and has been doing it safely. He was just telling me on our walk, he was just telling me about the tours that he's gone on and how, he'll go 3 days on, 1 day off, 4 days on, 2 days off, that kind of thing.
That's insane.
And to be able to pull off the sounds that you make night after night, do them well, engage with the crowd, and not be totally trashed or even remotely trashed, you feel great after. You are doing a lot of things right.
I'm trying out here. You always learn. I feel like you always learn something about your voice. This goes back to what we were actually talking about yesterday. And just how the voice is always developing, and especially as a guy, our voice, what the heck is his name again? Jesus Christ, Ingwe?
Ingo Titsa.
Ingo!
Dr. Ingo Titsa.
Yes.
Who has also looked inside of Will's throat and said it looks really lovely.
That's great. That's the ultimate compliment.
It's healthy.
Ingo says as a man, your voice will continue to develop until I think it's like moving past your 30s. So if you're in your 20s and you think in your mind, my voice is it, it's never going to change, you're wrong. And so it's because of things like that. And your voice is always changing. You have to find new sources sometimes just to get the same sound, or you create something that you've never done before. And it's always a transitional stage, and that's why the voice is always changing. It's getting better, or it just changes to something else.
And that's why it is so important to learn how to learn about your voice. It's not enough, and we talk about that in the course over and over again. On the tail end of almost every module, because our voices change with age, because our voices change with climates and use. The biggest thing we can do for our voice, and we spend 3 modules in the course doing this, is embracing sensations, and those sounds that we then make are based on our embracing of these sensations. So as we continue to embrace different sensations, we are constantly in tune with our voice, changes and all. And the sounds that come out of it come as a result of our constantly embracing those sensations.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I feel like for me, what did we do now, Kirk?
Oh, no, keep talking, Will. I was pointing for Elizabeth to read.
Oh.
There's a bunch of questions and stuff.
Oh, good.
Okay, so here's the deal.
Yeah.
We've been answering some questions already. We had designated a QA time for later,
That's right,
but what we're going to do is we're going to answer some of the questions that are there already since we started diving into it.
And they're relevant.
And they're really relevant at the moment. And Kirk is amazing and just came in to let us know that they were super relevant right now and we should
Thank
now.
you, Kirk.
Thank you for just everything.
You're just saying
My
that
love.
because you had half the mimosa already.
She's had the most.
And,
she's had the most.
Wow.
Look, she's had more than us.
It is 9:42 in the morning.
She's drunk.
Let's go.
Wait, aren't you guys filming something after this?
Okay.
No.
You're gonna be
Yes.
toasted.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That's gonna be a great video.
Okay, questions.
What questions do we got?
I got some questions here. Let's rapid fire these because we've got some great questions. Okay, I'm going back all the way here. Kevin Buckley says, Will, my son Gunnar, is 10 and you're his idol.
Nice.
He wants to be you when he grows up. Can you please have a birthday, or can he have a birthday shout out? He wants to be a screamer.
Happy freaking birthday, Gunnar. 10 double digits. Double digits, man. Happy birthday. Very excited for you. I hope you have my birthday is in 2 days, so you're a May baby, and that means that we are awesome.
Give him a nice birthday roar.
Can you say happy birthday with a roar?
To you.
By the way, Gunnar, you almost share Will's birthday, just so you know.
We're very close.
Very, 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 very close. What was the most intimidating audience you performed for? And that's a question for anyone. So let's go boom, boom, boom.
Me?
Intimidating audience.
Oh, Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze was...
Yeah.
Oh, and Bloodstone. No, it was Summer Breeze. Summer Breeze is definitely like the worst. I remember I didn't look out at the crowd at all, and we were expecting, because it was raining that day.
Like a kid. You were expecting a kid, a baby. Sorry.
I was expecting nobody to be there. Like, ever. I was like, nobody. It's 2:00 in the afternoon. Mm-hmm. It is about to downpour.
Oh, boy.
Nobody's showing up to this show. So I'm just going to hang out back here, backstage, and just wait till we're about to go on. And as soon as we went on, you walk on the other side of the tarp, and that was literally the biggest show we've ever played, ever. Like, it was like something like over 10,000 people or something like that, like 20,000 people. It felt like when I was, you ever see those videos of Rage Against the Machine live?
She hasn't.
I know. But you guys may have.
Not yet.
Not yet.
And
I'm
like-
actually going to go see him soon.
Oh,
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
They played a show once, and they have a whole YouTube video where it's literally like an endless sea of people. Like, you don't know when the people end. It's just, all you see is just humans, like, out there. And I was like, wow, this is crazy. I wish to one day have that experience. And that was honestly Summer Breeze. I was like,
Wow.
I was, like, shocked and demoralized at the same time. I was like, whoa, overwhelming.
I think for me, there's just so many options that I kind of flowed through my head. I'm going to give you one time when I was really intimidated by an audience, which often really happens. I am not somebody that doesn't have stage fright, okay? I have learned how to work with it and channel it. But there is this time at the Opera Theater of St. Louis. It's called Press Week. And that's when all of the press comes in to review all 4 of the shows. And I say in Opera Theater of St. Louis, it was 5 years maybe? It was 4 or 5. And it's a summer program, or a summer like series of operas there. It's such a great, great, great place. And every time Press Week came around, I was just like, oh man, gotta be on. All 4 shows, that means that you're performing like 4 shows in 3 days in that case. And they are getting reviewed by like 30 different...
So, like, 2 shows in one day?
Yeah, one of them is 2. It's a matinee and an evening. That's tough for opera, okay?
Yikes.
That's really, really tough. So that week counted. However, since then I've also looked back and thought, I don't know how much I really care about all of the press. Like, there's some good press out there, but there's also just some jaded press out there.
Yeah.
I would only say this after a large mimosa.
Great.
So, man, it's been a while, but I can think of one that was initially really intimidating, but then one of the more like victorious, fun experiences. So I got flown out years ago to be a guest for a band's CD release party that I had been producing. I produced their album. I played guitar on it, and they flew me out and they're like, yeah, we want you to perform with the band during our stuff, but then we also want to do an opening set. And I was able to do some things, and they actually said, we want you to do some Chris Cornell stuff.
Oh my gosh.
And so, of course, naturally, I cut my teeth on Chris Cornell. He's one of my biggest influences ever. And but I was a lot younger, and I did not have the techniques that I have now. And so I was planning the set list, and I was like, I'm just going to do this. Even though I'm not 100% that I'm going to do well, I'm just going to do it. I'm going to stretch myself. And I got up to do the one song that intimidated me the most was "Show Me How to Live" off the Audioslave album, the self-titled Audioslave album. And we got up, we did it, and it went over so well. And the crowd's response was so awesome that in that moment I was just like, yeah, I can do this. But it took me not saying, I'm not good enough yet, so therefore I'm not going to do it. It took me going, I am what I am. I'm gonna go do it, and whatever is will be.
Yeah.
Whatever will be is.
Whatever it is, yeah.
And that
Get
was
thrown to the dogs, like, immediately in the fire. Like, you are going to do it or you will not do it, but you're going to be there and give it a shot.
But I mark that moment for me as something that really changed my path as a vocalist and as a musician, and really for my entire outlook on life. It's like, just say yes. You don't have to be ready. In fact, it's actually better if you're not ready. Just do it. to advertise Nike.
Of course.
There is something to that because I feel that once you've embraced being out on a limb, it really helps you to deal with anxiety and stage fright afterwards.
Definitely. I'll tell you guys, I still get stage fright right before I go on, especially like, again, Summer Breeze, big shows like that, these festivals that we got coming up for this next summer I'm about to go on. Every time before you go on, you just get those little heebie-jeebies. It never really goes away. It kind of does, but it doesn't. You know what I mean? You're always going to have a little bit of nerves before you go on.
Will, I have 3 things for you. Also,
Okay.
Thank you for that message.
Got you.
1, can you send the link out on Instagram again? There was somebody saying they didn't think it worked. 2, somebody wants to know, also this is, I love the little, I love Secret Lab chairs.
Oh, it's great.
I just gotta, yes,
Oh, no.
they sponsor us, we're partnered with them, but that's for good reasons because I believe in their chairs. Okay, so Will, we want to know, what's the longest you've spent practicing any one thing? And then following that, are you going to sing some opera?
Okay, wait, hold on. Ask the first part of that again.
What's the lot? Oh my gosh, how much food have you had and how much drink have you had?
I know, no food, only drink. Let's go. First part, what was the first part
What's the
again?
longest you've ever spent practicing one thing?
This, literally screaming. I am a big, my ADHD just got me. I jump around like this. I'm all over the place. So screaming is the one thing that I've done.
What
Like,
about
period.
perfecting one vocal for a song?
Oh, that's a good question.
Honestly, the lows, any lows that you guys hear, I have worked so long to try and figure that out.
That's
Literally.
really interesting.
The lows were more tough for you, huh?
Just because for me, I remember being 15, 16, and I heard this one band, and I was like, this is the coolest band. These guys' lows are insane. At the time, that's all I really could do. Couldn't figure out how to do pretty much anything else, and I always just struggled to try and figure out what the heck he was doing. And, I never really figured it out because everybody's different. Obviously, we all have different anatomy, but I got my own version of it. But it took me so long till the point where I was like, I am happy with the way that this sounds. I'm not going to change it. So, yeah,
Wow, that's
pretty
awesome.
much where we're at.
That's super. Did it sound beefy afterwards?
Oh, yeah.
It was beefy.
It sounded beefy. If you guys remember when I was in Awake in Providence, the Darkened Gospel, the lows then are the same lows that you hear now, but with a little bit of extra stuff in there, because obviously, you got to experiment and stuff. But you can tell it's the same thing. It's great.
I love it. Okay, what about, what was that? I'm going to want to word this correction. Will practice any opera, said Selexi.
Yes. Absolutely. I had one opera coach in the past for one session, and then he was busy. He's always doing classical singing something, so we didn't really have a lot of time for me at the time. But we got Elizabeth here.
Yeah.
She said she was going to give me a lesson
how
at some
can you-
point.
We're going to work on that.
We're going to make it happen. I want to get into singing more, obviously. And what better way to do it than having both of you guys right here?
As he does a really awesome that might have been a banshee pterodactyl.
I like it. But I'm going to ask you one question. If I do one of these, am I going to get out of this live stream by accident?
Probably.
I have no idea.
All right, guys.
He's going to do something on the Instagram on his side. So just so you know.
Bear with me. I got to make sure.
It's going to be a thing. Yeah, go for it. You
guys
it.
got to get the link to this giveaway. And
Okay.
for some reason, it's not allowing me to paste it
This
anymore.
is a good question for you.
Okay.
How many hours per day do I have to practice/study to fully leverage the course?
Ooh.
That's a great question. I don't think we can
Minutes.
address that in the course.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, we talk about that at the
We give
beginning
practice
of the course.
assignments.
Practice assignments
and
and
we
stuff.
talk some about it, but overall.
Yeah, overall, and this is another unique perspective that we've taken here. This course does not demand you to be like, all right, get up, take your pills, practice 30 minutes a day. Like this is not a drill sergeant sort of thing. What this course encourages you to do is you are internalizing and practicing even as you're talking, even as you're going on walks and looking at cactuses, even as you're doing live events. As we give you the tools to bring harsh vocals into your being, into what you do.
Yeah.
And a lot of the assignments are things that you can be doing while you're washing dishes or while you're playing with your kids, or interacting with your dog, or...
I have applied so much of this during mealtime with Mycroft. Just so you guys know, I'll sit there and make monster noises at him, and he'll make monster noises back. That's how it rolls at the charismatic
house.
So here's a really good example. And we do a lot of target, like, there's downloadable tracks, there's exercises that are targeted more specifically at like harsh vocal segments, right? In fact, we dive into your recreant cover, which was amazing. But,
thank you.
Yeah.
But here's a really good example of this sort of the practicing sort of gets infused in everyday life. You saw in the promo video, if you've watched it, where you call Elizabeth into the booth. You're like, I'm calling you down to the stage.
Oh,
you know,
calling you down.
Yes, and you do this voice, and that actually, I do this thing. You know, I've been going to basketball games with my kids, and they have the announcer, and they'll do this, you know, like, Curry for 3, and then when the opposing team goes, it'll be like, Damian Lillard 3 points. And so like this contrast, and so I was thinking about it after we did the course. I'm like, these guys are doing some of what we do in the course to create these gateway opportunities to get into your sounds.
Yeah.
And I'm now like attuned to all of these everyday things, you know, announcers, or you being in my studio, or my dog barking, or Mycroft crying this morning, like,
oh my gosh,
right? there's some good false chord engagement,
right? It's very impressive.
Like, so the answer, the longer answer, is it ends up taking as much or as little time as you want to spend, but make sure you're listening to your body, and you're not, if things are uncomfortable for you, take a break.
Yeah.
Listen to your body, learn to listen, learn to learn, but there's no set amount of time. You're going to get a lot out of this course, whether you have minutes, sometimes even 30 seconds to a minute in a day to go over different sensations. That's what I love about this. It's not really a time commitment. It's a lifestyle shift commitment in some ways.
I think it's just how you think.
Yes, it definitely does.
Yeah.
You get more confident and aware of muscles that you didn't know you even had in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
It's very, very cool. Man, it's such a cool course.
You'll get really good at Muscle Man Randy Savage. Whoa.
What's the biggest difference between your between your two mics? So your SM7B and your
V7.
V7.
The 7B has a lot more, I guess, low. Listen, I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not a mixer. Hey, I've totally forgot that I'm not even in my live stream. What's going on? I'm not a mixer. So when it comes to a lot of these things, I don't take my word for it. This is what I have been told from sound guys that I've worked with in the past. 7B is great for low end. V7 is great for high end. And also, you will realistically never use a 7B live because it looks ridiculous. It's like
It's just too big.
It's too big. And I mean, I've seen it happen, but like it was once. In all the years that I have been doing vocals, I've seen it once happen. It's not really a live mic. The V7 is more of it's a dynamic handheld microphone, and it's great. That's
really
why I
cool.
love it. Yeah. The 7B is great for when you're in the studio.
I really love that.
The more you know.
Any advice for changing between clean and screaming / harsh vocals during a song? How do you code switch?
So it's easier depending on what techniques you use usually, because a certain singing, I think, for instance, what I would consider a fry scream, and when you hear it in a lot of metalcore, it usually partners very well with singing, because when I'm trying to sing, and like actually tuning in, like we were talking about once upon a time in this video we were doing, once you like tune in, you start to. And then for me, trying to go back into screaming, I realized, especially doing like fry screams, it's just like one little filter. You just add that little filter to a singing technique, and then now it's a scream. But it's not a false chord scream. It's usually a little bit higher in the register. Is that what it is?
Higher constriction.
Higher constriction, and you can hear it. And so I would say, if you're going to learn how to sing and scream at the same time, figure out those higher constrictions. Get really good at them because they partner very well together. False chord screams also, they can work, but I'm going to tell you, I've never heard it happen. And when I do hear it happen, like in Era, It's because they have two different vocalists. They have a singer who sings, and then they have the main vocalist who, I guess, did false chords. This is like old era. I don't know if that's still the case anymore, but...
That or Tuvan throat singing, or we think maybe Gojira.
Yes.
Gojira, well, and
Gojira
that
is
just
definitely an
brings-
exception.
It brings me into the sing scream technique, right? That super broken up Chris Cornell scream. What I do in some of the Sleep Token
Woofda.
stuff, not the growl part, but some of the other screams that I do, the sing screaming. That's why sing screaming is probably my favorite technique of all of them. Because,
Pitch screaming.
Yeah, pitch screaming, because I love being able to start with a note and then just roast it to the point where you still hear the note, but it's almost growl-like with the note in there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a band called Architects.
Sam Carter.
They
Sam
have
Carter
changed a lot, obviously, in the last album.
Yeah.
But if you know Architects, you know that guy is the guy.
That's
he
the
knows
sing scream guy.
He is the sing, pitch, scream, mastered it. I've never heard anybody master it like that. He can do an entire set of just pitch screaming.
Yeah.
So if
And that's
you're-
incredible.
If you're going between totally clean and totally harsh vocals, so you're needing to truly do that like code switch between different verses, essentially, what I would say is just practice those two things separately, so that you have a really clear idea of what that goal is when you get there. Because sometimes people get them confused and try to start doing harsh vocals with their clean chords, and that's where you get into trouble. So if you can get those two sensations delineated separately, and then try and put them together, I think that's a much safer approach.
Yes. Great questions.
Okay, and that was also perfect. Okay, we're gonna hi.
Is it time for fake cactus trivia?
It might be. I think it's time for fake.
Do you have the...
Oh gosh.
Mamma mia.
Here's the thing. We are really, really all about cactuses right now, and I started bullshitting about cactus trivia and just making up stuff the other night, and Chris believed some of it, and we'll believe some of it too.
Oh, yeah.
So we had this great idea of coming up with some cactus trivia that Sandra has written, and some of it's true and some of it's not. So we're actually going to
Do you have
bring
a list?
bring Sandra in. Yeah, and I printed it, by the way, Sandra, if you're
We're
watching.
bringing in Sandra.
But we can't look at the list.
We can't look at the list.
No.
She's gonna. Oh, do I have this
Yeah,
stuff on
she's
me?
so much
still?
purple on your face.
Purple
Since
on my
the
face.
beginning.
Is it
Yeah.
still there? You know what? I'm gonna look in a mirror and see if I have purple stuff on my face, and if it's there, I'm just gonna smear it over the rest of my face.
That's the way to do it.
And Sandra's gonna come in here and she's going to give us some cactus trivia. How cool is this guy? Cactus trivia, some of which is real,
and
and we have to determine if it's real or not. We're mostly gonna let Will try to answer these.
Oh, God. Let's go.
Alright, here you go. Okay.
Careful, do you want
Hello, everybody. Welcome Sandra to the stage.
Huzzah! Hello all. I've been summoned.
Summoned.
Gosh, I have so much purple.
Like a kraken.
There's a lot of purple. Welcome to the party.
Hi all. I've been watching from the sidelines and watching Minecraft, so I'm having a very good morning. Am I gonna wait for Elizabeth? Okay.
She's there.
Here she is.
Do you want to sit?
Stay right there. Stay right there.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do this right behind you.
Okay. Number one. Question number one. Are we playing for prizes or just more champagne?
Oh.
Fun.
Fun. We're playing for fun.
How about champagne? Just go to
Okay.
We got plenty of champagne. Thank you, Kirk.
Of course.
True or false? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
to answer in the chat as well.
Yes.
True or false? Cacti have areolas.
True!
It's true.
I just learned that! Today! That's how you know how old the cactus is!
Cacti have areolas?
They have areolas!
Do they lactate?
They don't lactate, but it's where their spines are produced from. So it's a type of condensed branch, and they are indeed called areolas, but no
What?
touchy-touchy. No touchy-touchy.
No touchy.
Not without consent.
Wow.
Thank
too much.
you.
I learned that today.
Perfect.
Let's go.
No touchy. All right.
I might be really good at this.
You might
Actually,
be
I'm not
really
going to
good at
count my chickens. Let's see where we get. We got to get to question 2.
There are many edible cacti fruit, but the fruit of the barrel cactus, which resembles a tiny yellow pineapple, is a well-known aphrodisiac. True or false?
I'm gonna say true.
Let's find out.
Let's go.
I don't think we have time for that.
False, you perverts.
Wow. What part about it was false?
They have abundance of vitamin A and C, but will not increase your libido unless you have some weird sort of fetish, Chris. I'm sorry.
Elizabeth likes vitamin C.
Oh, sure. Vitamin Charismatic?
But also the chipmunks.
Vitamin Mimosa,
really
more like.
that. They keep eating the fruits off of our barrel cactus.
They are very hydrating as well. All right. Number 3. Cacti hold a grudge and will kill you to slate their bloodlust.
Okay, that's definitely a fact.
What? What?
Wait,
What do
say
you
that
think?
one more
They
time?
hold a grudge.
Cacti hold a grudge and will definitely kill you to slate their bloodlust.
I mean, have you
That's
ever seen a
false.
jumping choya? Are you kidding me? Jumping choyas, I showed you.
I
last
knew
night.
I had my eye on this guy for some reason.
Yeah.
Nope. What the hell is going on?
That's false. It's got to be
They're
false.
killers.
I think it's true.
I'm gonna say, I want to say it's false, but it's always the things that you think are false that end up becoming true because it
Right.
just sounds ridiculous.
So everyone's right. It's false except for the case of an Arizona man who shot a saguaro with a shotgun in 2012. Subsequently, one of the arms fell, pinned him, and that led to his demise.
So jury is still out on that one. So there you go.
Theory.
Saguaros are a protected class of plant, but that one didn't need protection because that guy would not get off his lawn.
Oh
so
my God.
Wow.
don't mess with saguaros.
Jeez.
Wow.
Don't.
This is so much better than I even imagined it.
I'm up at like midnight, like typing random facts. Okay.
When you make it to a gunfight, just make sure you bring a cactus.
Yes.
And you'll take them out with the cactus. Too
Bring
easy.
a cactus to a gunfight.
It's more dangerous.
Can that go on a t-shirt? Bring a cactus to
Bring
a
a
gunfight.
cactus to a
Oh
gunfight.
my
I
God.
like it.
He shot him with a shotgun. Who shoots a saguaro with a shotgun? It's rude.
Someone who's afraid of
That
it.
dead
Mamma
guy.
mia.
He was drunk.
Oh God.
Stop the mimosas.
Hide the shotguns.
Number 4.
Number 4. Cacti ribs correspond to numbers in the Fibonacci sequence.
What? What?
Wait,
That's
what?
true. That's true. That's true.
Let's
That's
tell
true.
everybody
No.
what the Fibonacci sequence is
Maynard
because
would know.
maybe they don't know.
Well, just
'Cause
like,
we
give
all
a
know.
tool. I mean,
Yeah, there's a lot of music facts that go along with the Fibonacci sequence, as I'm sure you know, and the golden ratio.
by the Fibonacci sequence.
So the Fibonacci sequence means that every corresponding number is the sum of the two previous numbers. So 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 11,
Keep going, keep going.
13, 21, 34, 55. That's about where I'll
This is
stop.
pretty-
That's about where I'll stop because that's all we have written down. And then,
Actually, it's more than I had written down.
oh God, oh nice.
So many of Mozart's piano concertos were based on the Fibonacci sequence and the golden ratio. If you've seen a bass clef, you'll see it's the same as a Fibonacci spiral.
Same as cacti.
Same as cacti. If you see the spiral in the cacti or acorns or many other things in nature. Also, Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, if you superimpose the golden spiral on top of Mona Lisa,
Then she becomes a cactus.
she becomes a cactus.
becomes a
That's incredible.
Real spiky.
Wow, the Da Vinci Code has been cracked.
You
right
said you
here.
knew that one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, he knew. Okay. There are almost 5. We're on number 5.
Too easy.
There are almost 2,000 varieties of cactus that can be found in almost all climates, not just the desert.
Oh, that sounds, well, I don't know.
It's so believable.
Right,
I
it
like
is so believable.
It's
You could have
too
made up any
believable.
number and put it on, I'm going to say false just because I think you made up the number, but
He doesn't trust me.
no.
What do you think?
I trust you
He
because I know you wouldn't do me wrong.
He's the most adorable
Oh my gosh.
monster.
It's not
She's
doing
been waiting
you
for
wrong.
I have a bad feeling about this though.
You have a, I have a good
I have
feeling
a
about
bad.
it.
Okay, good. Let's see what we got. Wait, what do we think here? What are you guys thinking?
True or false?
I don't believe.
I think it's too
Sandra, 1
believable.
second.
I think you're too mischievous.
Yeah, I don't
It's
believe.
true.
Sandra.
Oh! See,
That'll teach you.
Yeah,
See? I believed in you. I knew.
We've been conditioned our whole
I've also
life.
said true to everything so far, so I'm really.
Will's the only one.
Well, I'm
Will's
gonna
the
get you.
Will's
I'm gonna get
the only one that believed in you, Sandra.
I know.
I believe.
Chris now believes in me.
I'm learning.
Oh, you're right.
I'm always learning.
I'll go. I got it.
Okay. Oh no. We got
Baby
a
time,
Minecraft
baby
call.
time.
I'm putting him down. Yeah.
Stop.
Baby
Baby
time.
time. Okay. Some varieties of cactus live up to 300 years and can weigh up to 4,800 pounds.
Okay. I want to say false.
Up to
Because
300
4,000,
years?
300 years, yes. But
That was true.
4,000 pounds?
4,800 pounds.
It depends on how
That's more
recently
than my
it
car.
rained.
I think.
I don't know.
Probably. Maybe.
What kind of car do you have?
Little
Is it a tank?
little Volkswagen.
What do you think, Chris?
wasn't listening.
Oh.
Oh my
That's all right.
goodness.
So
Make
it
it go one more
said some
time.
varieties live up to 300 years and can weigh up to 4,800 pounds.
True.
It's true.
Wow.
Cacti are
He's like, I live in
prolific,
Colorado.
Wow.
We have
and
deserts.
corpulent.
That.
Crackino.
I had to bring him over.
Good, you know.
Tequila is made from cactus.
True.
No.
Oh, it's false. It's wait,
No.
Is that a cactus? Is it qualified as a cactus? I don't
No,
think it's a
okay.
cactus.
It's false.
Yes! I am Hispanic. There you go. For all you guys out there that doubted me, I know about tequila. What's up? Yes.
That's amazing.
So blue agave are succulents, not cacti. All cacti are succulents, but not all succulents are cacti.
Oh, I love these kind of questions.
So weird. So weird, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna say all succulents are not cacti. I might be wrong about this, but my wife likes succulents, and she puts them around our house and stuff. And a lot of them just don't. I couldn't see them passing as a cactus.
You're right.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Chris
Let's
for the
go.
win.
Too
Okay.
easy.
The mature saguaro cactus is limited to absorbing 100 gallons of water during a heavy rainfall.
Whoa.
Wait, what? Say that again?
The mature cactus is limited to absorbing 100 gallons of water during a heavy rainfall.
Did you say a saguaro cactus or just a cactus in general?
A big
A mature big boy,
Big boy.
4,800 pound saguaro cactus.
How many
True.
gallons?
True.
I want to say false. How many gallons of water?
100.
It's limited to 100
Oh,
gallons.
limited? No, false.
Yeah, it's all on the details.
Yeah.
Oh,
false.
that's where you
They
get
can,
tricky.
They can
with
absorb
it.
way more.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
We have tiny human bladders. They can easily absorb up to 200 gallons at once.
That's so much
That's
water.
crazy.
That's a lot of water.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
How many
Wow.
gallons are in your pool?
Right?
Right? I don't know. But how many gallons are in the human bladders? Because I feel very
How
inadequate
many gallons
right now.
are in the human bladder?
That's probably too much.
Not a gallon.
Hopefully not. Otherwise, go to the hospital.
Okay.
You're right. That would be difficult.
All right, last question.
Okay.
You can eat them.
Yes. Yes, I've had cactus several. Well,
Nopales, right?
Sometimes. Yeah. I like them.
Yeah,
I like
Prickly
cactus.
pear.
Prickly
Prickly pear.
Great in
Yep.
a margarita.
Yes.
Nopales are, you can also eat
It's a
the
thing
palms. They're very
Yeah.
tasty. It's very peppery.
Can you imagine being the first person to find that out?
Right? Or the first, who
Just like,
ate
let's
a
just-
mushroom for the first time?
That, they
that's
look
like
weird.
Kelly.
They look crazy. But a cactus will literally look at the quills on that thing. You're like, wow, I'm gonna eat this. This is a good idea.
Have you ever been pricked by a cacti? Have you?
Yeah.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, well, we can make that change before you go home.
Oh, thank God. Thank God.
New experience.
Literally, so last time we were in Arizona with my whole band at an Airbnb, there was one massive cacti right next to the pool, and my drummer literally jumped out of the pool and then almost stumbled out, and literally had to put his hand up on something, and he did not realize that it was a cactus. He thought it was like a pillar because you see it with the corner of your eye. You're like, nice. Oh man, he was down bad.
Wow.
I was like, wow, I'm so glad that I hope that never happens to me.
Yeah, that's not a good thing to
Because
happen.
it was the long boys. It wasn't the little macaroni and cheese needles. We're talking full rigatoni.
Full rigatoni.
Full rigatoni. Crazy.
Well, new experience for you that you could have. It could bump you up to a higher register of singing. Yeah, I tried to look up how many people are injured by cacti impalements, and I couldn't find any.
That would be an
Consistent
interesting
data, but-
thing. Yeah.
It's a lot. I hear about it. You hear about it.
Huh.
Okay, I'm
Oh
gonna
my
give
gosh,
you
can you
chair
imagine
back.
just like the peppering of the wow. It's like microneedling from a cactus.
Oh yeah.
I would just like to say.
Thank you.
I love you.
Oh wait, just a second.
I also love
We're having
your
a moment right
Yeah,
now.
yeah,
We're
yeah,
having a
yeah.
moment.
I was seriously gonna wear this anyway.
This is yours, right?
Oh, it's very fitting.
No.
It's very fitting.
Cheers.
It's so good. It's so
Cheers.
good. Everybody say thank you, Sandra.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Sandra.
Astrovia.
Cheers. Boom. This
That's
is
amazing.
incredible.
And you guys did excellently. I was very impressed with your.
You did something. Except for on the trust factor.
That's okay. Trust needs to be built
Yeah.
Or degraded over
True.
time.
or degraded over time. And with that, love you guys. Have fun.
Bye, Sandra.
Bye.
Bye, Sandra.
Okay.
So, I can't believe we don't have cactuses anything like Arizona and Colorado, but we like to go on hikes with our dog, and so just so you guys can visualize this, I have my wife and my family and I have a Samoyed dog.
Oh my gosh, it's such a cute dog.
A big white fluffy.
She's a fluffer.
Snow dog, and we love to go on hikes. She loves to go on hikes, mostly in the snow. She loves that, but
Does she ever just come when you go on hikes? Do you ever come back and she's just covered in everything that you hiked over?
sure.
It's like every time, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, but her coat like sort of wicks a lot of stuff off, which is it's an amazing coat. But sometimes we'll be hiking, and off the trail there will be, and she likes to go off the trail some and explore, and there'll be these little cactuses everywhere.
Oh.
And so we're like, be careful! Don't step on the cactuses! And somehow she can look so incredibly hasty, just running everywhere and sniffing and doing all this stuff. And I've never seen her step on one.
Dodges every single
Yeah,
cactus.
but it's not like for me, if I was walking off the trail and I had bare feet, I would be like looking at the ground constantly and be, I can't step here. And she's just going everywhere and doesn't seem to step on a cactus.
I wish your drummer had Samoyed sense.
Oh, yeah. 100%, yeah.
Yeah.
He messed up on that one.
Yeah, totally.
It's like cats almost. Like when you ever see those videos on Instagram where like somebody will get the whole hallway and they'll just put like a bunch of cups or a bunch of something standing up. And the cat
I've
just
seen that.
effortlessly walks through everything without knocking over one thing.
I've also heard that you watch a lot of cat videos on your Instagram.
Oh yeah, Instagram they know the algorithm for me to be maximum, just 100% attention on my phone all the time.
Right. I watch Red Panda videos personally.
That's the best.
My wife watches Samoyed videos or dog videos. So question for you. Is it easier for you to scream and specifically pitch scream, but we could just say general too. Is it easier for you to scream live or in the studio? And how do you bring the energy of what you are able to do so masterfully live and get it in the studio to where you don't lose it?
Studio's the best.
Studio's the easier for you.
It's the easiest.
Okay.
For me, because I don't have to worry. I can sound like crap
And do it over and over again.
and just keep doing things until it sounds right. And then also by doing that, the repetition of doing all these things, it will make me better, and eventually I'll get it. And you know what I mean? And when I'm live, sometimes like I'll do something that I think is cool, but I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it, and then I'll just never do it again during that set because I'm just like, that sounded like crap. Everyone thinks it sounded like crap. But if I'm at home in the studio, they could just go off and just keep doing it, mess it up. Sounds like especially pitch screams, because pitch screams are some of the, for me, obviously I don't do as many cleans as I do screaming. I'm getting into cleans now, but I'm not very confident in being able to just pitch scream like that live. And I only do it maybe a couple times.
So what you're saying is that you're able to embrace the studio and not fall apart of the studio because you prefer it, because it becomes a practicing ground.
Oh yeah, I mean the studios. That's why I think everybody. I don't know what you got up
What's
there,
going
but I'm
on
gonna
here?
say I think that's why everybody out there, if you're watching this, get a studio. If you're a musician of any sort, you could be a screamer, you could be a guitarist, you could be a drummer.
And it could be by get a studio. This could be a closet with an SM7B that you win on this chat.
That's what
Yeah,
I
it
did.
could be a closet studio.
I literally had a Scarlett $190 piece of crap, and then a dynamic SM58 $99 microphone for many years.
So I think that in live situations, sometimes people discover new things. I also think that when making courses, people discover new things. And sometimes when issued a challenge for how to sing a harsh vocal, people discover new things. We
What are we
are
about
all
to
about
discover?
enlivening sensations, right? Because
Yes.
we want to wake those up. We want to find new ways to find cool harsh vocals. So
Yes.
I have a feeling you're manipulating us into. Oh my god! I
was
knew
just
something was
curious.
coming.
I was like, what would happen?
I knew something.
If you had
was
pop
coming.
rocks, like all of the pop rocks in your mouth, don't choke, please. Please don't choke, guys.
This is where we die. This is the end right here.
What if you had pop rocks in your mouth and you screamed at the same time? Would that have like an extra fun layer on top of that? I'm sure it would, because there's another source in your mouth and then a filter that your mouth is making.
gonna
Could you
spit
shape your
Pop Rocks
tongue in a weird way to make those pop rocks sound really cool? Because Will talks a lot about tongue shaping and how that changes the entire sound.
Sure. Okay, I get it.
Okay, so
This is actually, I like the idea.
Do you guys
This-
like grape, tropical punch, or
Blue.
watermelon? Okay.
Oh, great.
Okay, you got blue. You got
Yes.
grape. I'm gonna take the watermelon.
Blue is always the best flavor.
Kirk is looking at us with the most ridiculous frown right now. Like, are you guys really gonna do this with Pop Rocks?
What do you have in your hand?
Oh,
What is that?
Oh, it's a D20. Okay, so here's the thing.
Oh man.
just stick your hand in there.
Uh-oh. Trust him. We were talking about trust.
You know what?
What do I do? Do I pull out
I
something?
hope Mike Rock never finds
How
that
many
Pop
do I
Rock.
pull out?
To pull out a handful and look at them. Be like, what is this? Those
Okay,
are-
actually
those are
though, what
dice.
is this?
Those are
They're
dice.
dice.
This is a whole bag of dice.
We're gonna make you a D&D character.
Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
This is the coolest one. Come on. Look
Oh,
at this
that's
thing.
really
Hold on, let me
cool.
get a little zoom in on that.
That's
Wait,
a D12
what was that?
right there.
Boom,
Was there a
D12.
particular series that one is from? The
No?
Boom.
Not that I can remember.
Raven's Claw, maybe?
Ravenclaw?
Or not? There's.
Is this a D4?
That is
Yeah,
a
it's a
D4.
D4.
Nice.
Look
Nailed
at you,
it.
man.
I don't want to
Good
say I'm a professional, but
This is the entry.
I actually have no idea what I'm talking about. That's
All right.
awesome.
About to start.
Chris,
Yes.
do you wanna do the honors first?
Yes, I sure will. Just 1 second here. That sounds like
This is gonna be hilarious.
I don't know what to think, but
We're gonna see what happens.
I'm waiting for someone to like spit it all out under this carpet.
Oh, please don't spit it all out into the carpet. Though I had
or
one
spit
single
into
rock that
all of
dropped
this.
somewhere. Okay,
Don't worry, you guys can spit on the cactus though. It's fine.
it's fine. Okay, well, you've got it in your hands. Do it.
Okay.
Just chug it.
Oh,
Well,
my
don't chug it, but
Chug
put it in
it?
your mouth.
So,
Wait, do we have to put all of them in our mouth?
Try half. We'll see what happens with half.
Elizabeth's used
I have more.
Okay, so
There you go. Boom. All right. Let's hear what kind of sounds you can make.
and you show us your tongue while you're doing it.
Okay, can you do goblin screams? What kind of weird tongue positions can you do?
This is how you die. Just so you know. Don't do this at home.
This is not part of the course.
Don't do this at
I do
home.
not endorse this.
Will Ramos dies at charismatic voice.
Core sales went way up. Oh,
Wait a minute.
okay.
They're crazy. If I die right now, just remember me.
Don't die. Don't
Will-
die.
Remember me, but what I do,
The
doctor.
cactus will remember you.
I've never done this before. I've never screamed with food in my mouth.
Oh,
This is crazy. I feel like I'm gonna choke
I
on
think
this.
it makes it more gurgly because your saliva's going like crazy.
I think that's what happened.
Your
Right.
spit rattle.
I'm
going on.
salivating right now.
okay.
Exactly.
Okay. I gotta wait for them to die down a little bit.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Sorry.
Wash it down with mimosa.
That's a great idea. You can't do that.
I'm not really doing anything. I'm doing just fine.
We need the mic.
Well, this is also because it's in your filter part of your mouth
Right.
versus your source
Right,
part.
I
So
was-
as long as you're sourcing, but the problem is with harsh vocals, sometimes the tongue shape is crazy.
That's right.
So I think it would actually affect Will
It-
even more because he's
totally.
so much more specific.
That's
with
why I
his
went for
tongue
the
shape.
goblin.
That's
Go for
right.
The goblin
Yep.
first.
Yeah, well, you were able to do the side of your cheek just fine.
Yeah.
Once you let them die. This is crazy.
Wow.
I haven't had Pop Rock since I was like
Wow.
12.
I was literally just about to say this. Just brings me back.
Whoa.
I don't.
Oh, I have
Kirk knows the Heimlich,
So, it's
so we're
affecting
in
your
good
sources
hands.
More than it affected
true.
my sources.
There you go.
because I want to keep the pharynx back away from the stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Like my instinct
Yep.
is to like keep my pharynx off. This is so weird. Whoa. Whoa.
This is a great challenge.
That's
Just
very
don't do it at
Maybe
home.
you should have tested this before you offered for 2 other people to do it before you.
Nah.
That was the test.
Nah, first time. This
She's like,
challenge
I'll
is
go
first
last.
time.
You guys can go first. We're both dead on the floor. She's
Trust. Will, that's...
Maybe I won't try it.
like, you know what? Actually, maybe we shouldn't do this one.
Wow.
Okay. No, we're not. We're gonna wait for a little while and do
Whoa.
another challenge.
Yeah,
I
and
got-
if you guys have challenges in chat, post them. I'm sure that our community managers, they're doing a great job of tracking things, by the way. I'm sure that if you have a really, really crazy challenge that is channel appropriate, we can probably find that and
We can do it. Listen, we have Kirk here.
I think Will did the best job. So
Yeah, absolutely did.
Oh.
What, does he win
Will
something?
did the best job, so I'm gonna knight Will.
Or decapitate him.
I'm gonna,
Or decapitate.
No. I'm gonna knight Will
I'm ready.
with a shard blade. There goes one arm. There goes the other arm.
At least it was
You
a
were
Spanish
now-
version.
It's just a flesh wound.
It's a shard blade. You don't understand. These go through
Yeah.
the flesh,
Okay,
and it just like
game.
destroys all the nerves essentially.
Yeah.
Okay, good. Thank
So
God.
now you are
That
an
explains
invalid.
why I didn't feel any pain.
You're a complete invalid.
Can you
But
still
you don't
use your
know it
arms?
Wait.
Drops the drink on the
His
floor.
arms-
Kirk
his
would be
arms
so
are dead.
mad. Do you
His
want me
arms
to
are
drop
dead.
this thing? Oh,
His legs are dead. Now
Oh,
we can
you
toss
can't
him in the
go
pool and call him
home.
Bob.
oh my God. It's just a flesh
The
wound,
best.
okay?
The
Let me
best.
ask you a question.
Okay.
What is that even from?
Oh, it's shard
There's
blades?
just a flesh wound?
No, the flesh,
No, you're talking about
the shard blade.
Okay,
Oh.
the shard blades are from
Come on,
Brandon
you know,
Sanderson's
man.
days.
Classic.
Oh my gosh. Chris asked earlier if he could put his laptop on one of my like collectible versions of
Well,
my Brandon
in fairness-
Sanderson. You said the books.
Yeah, the
But I was
books.
like, what? No, not those books. Some of those are signed.
Those are the
Some of those
special
are like
books.
my leather editions. My Brandon Sanderson books are
There you go.
very, very good. So that is the entire series that talks about shard blades.
There you go.
There you go.
And this is not sponsored by Brandon Sanderson, by the way, who also had a really, really cool Kickstarter. Anyhow,
You got
I
reading
think it's
material
so
on the way
freaking
home.
brilliant.
Thank God. Oh, too easy. I can finish this in like one plane. Dot, dot, dot.
One plane. Depends on how long the plane is.
Oh, there it is. Wait, is that on the front too?
Yeah, Oathbringer. It's right over here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boom.
These
There's
are
Maya
so
Larian
beautiful.
on the other side.
Yeah, Maya. This is such a beautiful series. It's incredible.
Listen, I love me some good
Elizabeth's tipsy. She's
manga.
gonna talk about this all day long. Set the books aside so she doesn't see them.
Oh no. You brought them out.
Can we
Don't leave. Oh, now you're leaving. You're like, we set you up and then I leave.
I left here with Elizabeth and the books. This is the
So
thing.
we just had someone ask, which I think is kind of cool because it points back to the course in an amazing way.
I know it's not in order.
It's okay. We can go over there.
Okay.
Can you actually scream tongue twisters, Will? And I don't know if it's officially a tongue twister, and I'm not going to say what it is, but in the course, we have a phrase from a particular nursery rhyme type thing that we repeat over and over again that goes over lots of different vowels and solicits a lot of different shapes and filters. And I think tongue twisters are a fantastic thing to practice when it comes to manipulating vowels and filters at the same time.
I mean, I'll tell you, people, especially for enunciating screaming vocals, have used tongue twisters without screaming,
Yeah,
just as a better way to
like awaken.
enunciate.
Sure.
Because especially like if you ever listen to like a lot of deathcore, death metal, it all just it sounds flat sometimes. It's not flat, but it's just like one. It's just one thing. Where it's nice to have when you do tongue twisters, you can hear all the little articulates in words. You can understand everything that somebody's saying, and that's what I think what tongue twisters are really good for.
So tongue twisters are a really, really good practice for vocal technique in so many different ways, and I've used them multiple times to train people. But I'm gonna put a little caveat here, actually. I'm gonna put a little stamp on things because what Will does requires very unique tongue shapes. That sounds so weird.
Yeah.
Sorry. Things that the filter comes off after some mimosa. Ultimately, some of the sounds that you make, we've discovered that they're very much affected by the tongue shape. So I would say that even more important in harsh vocals and some creating like a particular sound in harsh vocals is the tongue shape. In clean singing, the tongue shape is the vowel, and that can take effect in harsh vocals as well. But once you get into that tongue shape for harsh vocals, you're also affecting the overall creature sound that you're making, essentially.
Yeah.
So if you're trying to have that creature sound and a particular vowel, which is mostly made by the lips and the tongue, that's really, really difficult to achieve at the same time. But here's the thing. Tongue twisters are not equal because some tongue twisters are actually lip twisters. You can
Sure.
Betty bought a bit of butter. B is a bilabial consonant. That means it's your two lips. That's not your tongue. The T is in that Betty. That's actually a D, but it looks like a T. I mean, it's enunciated like a D.
I didn't think about that. That tongue twister is a lip twister.
Yeah, that's so. If you're doing something with your lips in harsh vocals, sometimes we'll use the lips to elongate the vocal tract to get a little bit of a deeper sound. But if you're trying to make that monster sound, which is primarily, well, you got to get your source first, and then you get your tongue after that.
Exactly. Yeah.
So if we're worried about the tongue shape there, if you're doing a tongue twister that's based on a B, that's actually the lip problem. So in that case, you can do that with harsh vocals. But if you're doing a tongue twister that is based on a lot of actual tongue articulation and you're trying to achieve the same monster noise at the same time, it's going to be super difficult.
Yeah. Well, what I like about the exercise that we did in the course was, and we talk about this in one of the lessons, is you're having to cycle between lots of different vowels very quickly and enunciate. We have a whole section on enunciation. Enunciate while preserving the tonal integrity of your filters. And that was super fascinating for me to watch you do. Like, oh, I can still understand what you're saying. This is why we can understand what you say when you're doing all your crazy stuff and why we can't understand what some other harsh vocalists say, because you've been able to isolate the vowel formations from the filter that you're using and going for the sound.
Oh, yeah.
Some, but then also, which I found really interesting, sometimes you'll actually transition into a different scream technique, or what people would say is a different technique, because the vowel calls for it, right? Like, the particular vowel sound means that you switch to a different filter altogether, which then some people would classify as a different scream when the source remains the same. And that was super fascinating.
I think it's
like pig
interesting.
squeals.
Yeah, pig squeals is a really good example of that.
Pig squeals.
Yep.
If I were to write a book about this someday, I would probably talk about vowel modification as it applies to harsh vocals.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mind
I get excited about that kind of stuff.
So tongue twisters are great. Learn them. Get better at articulating.
So, yeah, go ahead.
I was going to just ask a few more questions that we have here.
Yeah.
Who customized your SM7B?
Me.
Boom!
I did it. It is custom by me. I
Thank you,
customized my own mic, and I am crazy for it. But you know what? Not upset.
This is from Brian. Can you scream in the voice of Kermit the Frog? Because I can, and it is terrifying.
That is a very good question.
So Kermit the Frog essentially has really restricted pharyngeal space.
I can
Okay,
actually talk
try
like
that. And yeah, okay, now get that there and scream.
Well, man, that's going to take some practice.
It's interesting. It gets away from Kermit.
Because, so my thought is Kermit the Frog requires a lot of restricted pharyngeal space. So that actually means higher constriction. Chris, when he goes to harsh vocals, this was really interesting in the course we were learning.
Yeah.
Chris
I go to lows.
tends to lows. He tends to engage automatically his false chords and go for like a lower constriction. Whereas when I'm working on harsh vocal things, I tend to go to a higher constriction. And this is probably because I've messed around with whistle tone so much, which requires the epiglottis to be more involved.
I find that, first of all, I'm going to take a sip of this thing right here. Hell yeah, let's go.
This is a great challenge.
It is a great challenge.
I think that this is one of those things, especially, and we talk about this in the course too, where it's like, for a lot of people, going back to what Chris was just doing, was when you want to do something that's new, a lot of times your brain will just instinctually go to what is the most comfortable doing.
Sure.
And this goes to a lot, and then we talk about this in the course. It's all about learning new ways to utilize your voice. Obviously, it's very hard on the spot, but like, yeah, it's the same thing. Sometimes you gotta think outside the box. I don't even know how to do Kermit. I'm not gonna lie. Give me a Kermit.
Well, if I were to talk like Kermit, it might sound sort of like this, and it's not the best Kermit impression, but I'm creating like what you said. There's a limited pharyngeal flow.
So it goes squish right here, and it goes to your falsetto, right?
Well, no, it doesn't go to my falsetto. That would be a little like this.
That'd be a little more piggy.
Like more elbowy or something like that.
Yeah. No, it's definitely a chest voice resonance register sort of thing, but yeah, the other thing you could do is, and you do this quite well, a Bugs Bunny.
You're right.
And then add a little bit of an to it.
Well,
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Now put that into a scream.
I kind of ends up going into like this weird goblin. This is another example of just how your voice will go to whatever you feel is the most comfortable, considering whatever you're closest to hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's cool.
Like I'm like, this sounds like this. Let me try to make it into a scream. And then it ends up somehow sounding more goblin because that's just how my brain interprets this. Like, let's go goblin.
This totally reminds me of a few of the lessons in the course when we're awakening
Sensations.
Gateway sounds.
Yeah.
We are awakening.
Yeah, we're morphing our bodies. We're morphing our the length of our throat and all sorts of things.
Yeah.
And coming up with all sorts of different scenarios for us to then lean into the sounds and sensations we're creating. So yeah, the fact that you guys are suggesting this stuff makes me so happy because it's like it's what we're doing in the course is fooling around with some of this stuff.
During like one of those first modules in there in particular, we really explore a ton and have a ton of different ways to basically get you out of your comfort zone and just go for something and surprise yourself. I love that. Okay, I have some more questions. From Kaylin, is it harder for Will to scream in the dry AZ heat? Oh, boom!
I am so glad that you brought this up. First of all, any kind of dry anything will affect vocals, no matter what you do. Yeah. And usually, what you do to combat this when you're on tour, take the hottest shower that you could take. Not really, but the steam will help you out. Or you get a nice little nebulizer to help with that. Obviously, I don't have that right now, but this is something that you would normally have. Like if I was here on tour in Arizona, that's what I would have. You got to have something to combat the dryness. And this actually leads to a question that I was trying to ask you yesterday.
I know. We were trying, like we had, honestly, Will and I have had so much to discuss. We haven't gotten to like a tenth of it.
No, we have not.
It's been insane.
Tell me about allergies.
Right.
Tell me about how allergies and dry and humidity affects the vocals on a scientific level.
So we're gonna do allergies another time because I'm going to talk about dry right now.
Okay.
Because there's so much to talk about in this
just the dry,
one area. Yeah, right. And when we talk about science, we also really like to isolate things as much as possible, even though isolating something as complex as a vocal function is extremely difficult to do. If we're talking about dry, we have to go to this thing called PTP, phonation threshold pressure.
Okay.
And basically, this is another one of those things that Dr. Ingo Tietze has done a lot of research on, and you can also basically take a look at singing through straws on this. If you have more hydration in your system, that means it's almost like your system is more oiled, like you've got good oil in your car engine, essentially, okay? Your PTP, phonation threshold pressure, is lower, and lower PTP is a really good thing. It means that these bits come together more fluidly, more efficiently, and it's just easier to phonate and make a sound. So phonation threshold pressure is the breath pressure that's necessary for phonation to start. And phonation, in your true vocal folds case, that's going to be periodic oscillation. So it's like they have to come together 440 times per second to create concert A. Now, we're going to take this and we're going to apply it to harsh vocals, which at this point, we have so little research on. There's some out there. And Will actually has probably the most data of any harsh vocal singer I know. And that's because he stuck a camera down his throat with Dr. Ingo Tietze and Dr. Amanda Sark. And we know so much more about what's happening in his voice than most singers out there that are doing harsh vocals.
Which, in the course, knowing what we now know and having been able to listen to you in a much more intimate way, we go back through some of that throat camera video with new insights and new analysis. And that was just eye-opening for me. To hear the sounds and experiment with my own voice in ways I hadn't, and then to watch your throat do them was really pretty awesome.
It's really informative, and it also, I think, brings to light that there's a uniqueness in each person's throat.
Totally. Yeah. And oh man, so that's a big thing that I wanted to talk about, and I want you to talk about it too. When you are starting this journey and you're getting into this course and you're making these sounds, and we say this at the beginning of the course too, but you have to go in. If you want to be successful with this material, you have to go into this with a very non-judgmental mindset. You're not going to get into it and go, oh yeah, now I sound like Will. Nobody's going to sound like Will. I'm going to sound like me. You're going to sound like you. Will's going to sound like Will. And everybody's going to have their own little
Timbre.
takes, timbres, and tones. Even if you are able to do anatomically what Will does, it's still going to sound different because you're a different person.
Our bodies are shaped differently,
Yes.
different resonating
Yes.
things going on.
And one of the main mistakes that people make when they want to, I want to sound like this singer or this vocalist or whatever, is they don't take into account that you, good student, good pursuer of awesome vocals, you have your own amazing, unique tones that are waiting to be discovered. And if you go into this journey, or any journey that is focused on singing, if you go into this journey too fixated on what you want to sound like, you're going to miss what you actually can sound like.
That's a beautiful phrase.
So go into this. Yeah,
That's exactly why I feel more comfortable in the studio, by the way.
Oh,
It's
very cool.
Because I am completely, there's no judgment. It's just
Yeah.
me. I'm not thinking about what my friend over here is thinking about what I'm sounding like, because I know what I'm doing I'm not confident in doing. And that is
Right.
exactly why
Yes.
having that little safe space to be able to practice on your own without any judgment
So
yourself or anybody else is incredibly helpful.
So when you're making an ugly dog bark or a strange character sound, or there's a part where when Elizabeth starts snorting uncontrollably, this is
really funny.
This is part of the exploration that's going to lead you to stumble on your best sounds, but only if you don't judge them, right? That's the key. So go into this with your mind so open to embrace the experiences you're going to have, even when we're making stupid sounds for the first part of the course. This is where it's at. You got your start by making stupid sounds. It didn't just come out awesome. Tell the story about
They
your mom.
become cool.
Tell the story about your mom finding you in the shower.
Oh, she hated
What about
it.
your mom?
Let me tell you about my mother. Wait a second. No, I'm just kidding. But my mom, once upon a time, and she tells people all the time about, me, and how she could literally, I used to have a separate bathroom from the whole world where I would shower. And when I was still getting into vocals, I was doing all the vocals alone, obviously, where I feel the most comfortable. And little did I know, my voice carried throughout the whole freaking house. So my mother obviously came by and what the fuck is going on, Will? What happened to you? Are you okay? I'm like, I'm okay, Mom. I'm just listening to music inside of the bathroom. So, okay. Now she's cool with it. Now she gets it. But she didn't. She didn't get it at first. But now she does. So,
That's amazing.
yeah, it's great.
Right.
It takes some,
And you were doing that in the shower, which helps with the dryness. So ultimately, the long story short on the dry factor.
scream in the shower. That's for me.
Yeah.
That's all you get.
Basically, if you are more hydrated in here, it is easier to make a sound. And that would apply to harsh vocals as well. We have to do a lot more research on that, but I don't think there's any reason why when we get the data back that's not going to just completely show.
Sure. Sure.
Let's see. What made you stick with SE for mics?
Honestly, it was very random. It was completely random. And it just happened by chance. I just happened to get a V7 in my hand, and I was like, let's just go for it and see what this sounds like. And then one of my sounds, the guy that you bring on tour that just makes sure that your sound is whatever your sound is, every day, he was like, this mic is better than the other mic for you. Because all mics are different, and just like how we were just talking about, everybody sounds different. Certain mics pick up certain frequencies better than others in yourself. So for me, for instance, usually people will get, what is the word? What is it? It's not a V7. It was like a Telefunken of some sort.
Oh, yeah,
and
Telefunken.
Telefunkens are great. I've had them for at least about a year or two, and it took me for a while where somebody was eventually like, listen, the high end of your voice gets picked up better in the SE than it does in the Telefunken.
People missed me.
And honestly, that's something for me, because it's not everybody does highs and mids and lows and all that stuff. But for me, because I do all that, I want to have more high end. And so for me, the SE Electronics V7 just fit exactly what I was doing. And that's why I got it. And hopefully, one of you guys will have it too. Fingers crossed.
No, not hopefully. Definitely.
Well, it depends who it
It's
is.
going to be one person.
It's going to be one human.
One person.
One
One
human.
human.
Well,
Not
what if
everyone.
someone put their dog? What if
Unless they
someone
put their
cat
parrot
in?
If they put their cat in, you win.
My cat's going to win the mic.
You
Did enter
freaking
Mycroft?
win.
Because we can enter Mycroft. We decided that was going to be
Mycroft's
okay.
sleeping, and I can't enter for him. You have to enter yourself. He can't type.
See, Kirk is a
typing.
great
We've
guy.
seen typing.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh, I love this question.
Great, Kirk's a great guy.
Oh, he's a great guy.
Sandra.
Hi, Sandra.
Kirk got a snuggle.
Aw.
Oh my God.
Hello.
We can snuggle too sometime, you know, if you feel like you want to snuggle.
Snuggle, Will.
Oh, I did.
We
We've
left
done it.
out.
I'm a little scared.
Did he
Let's
say?
go.
Will, you're scared of Sandra?
Never.
I do have a really fun question.
Yes, what's a fun question?
This is for
Not when you got a
Christina.
cactus dress on.
It's amazing.
Prickly.
Prickly pear.
Christina asked, I do anesthesia. And I want to know, as vocalists, does the idea of undergoing anesthesia give you anxiety because of your vocal cords?
So you've been scoped. I've been, and you put. Wait, is anesthesia where they put you to sleep, or
Yeah.
is it just where they numb you?
Yeah, they put you to sleep.
Sleep.
So just
okay.
straight up, this is a really quick answer for me. I've never been under anesthesia, and I have some weird reactions to drugs, which we found out more recently. I am terrified of anesthesia at this point because I do not know if I would have a standard reaction to it. We're going to test that real soon. But in a very safe, testy way, not an
Yeah.
actual anyhow.
Yeah, that's good.
Anyhow, you guys go.
I don't know. That's never happened to me. I hate the idea of surgery at all.
I've been put to sleep twice, I think.
Ooh.
I hope
Yeah.
that they would put me to sleep if they ever do anything. So I don't know. If anything, I'd be like,
I-
yes. If I need it, it's very like, knock me out.
Yeah.
I'm not scared.
I was gonna laugh if you said I'm scared of needles.
I am.
I've been begging,
This is different. It's different.
in chat, y'all, we've been really begging Will, at some point we want to do some more tests on his voice because it's just really incredible. But this time I really want to put needles in his throat. Like little tiny needles that you'd really hardly feel at all. That are super, super, super safe. Would be able to just essentially measure
I'll be
muscle
there.
activation.
I'll hold your hand.
And Will said, I'm scared of needles. And I was like, you got tats, bro.
It's different.
You have tats on your head.
One goes
you have tats on your
into.
throat.
One is like this deep, and the other one is like.
It's like it's not bad. It's
Here's
like,
my neck, and there's a needle.
So in chat,
What
let
if it
us
comes
know.
out the other side?
Let us know
Possible.
in chat. Do you think Will should put needles in his throat? You get tats on your vocal folds. I'm just kidding. I don't think it would do that, but that would be crazy if it did.
There's a really,
Inner tats.
That would be
there's a really
sick.
good question.
You go to get the scoped, and there's a tattoo inside of your throat. That
There's
would be
a really
sick.
good tongue twister that was posted in chat.
Oh
as
no.
well.
Oh
Yeah.
Where
Hartsville
is it?
tongue twister. Scroll down. There's so much here.
Oh my gosh, you guys, your
I know, you're
questions
so
are
far
just so
behind.
incredible.
Oh, hey, you're
The-
behind.
Shout out to community managers who
Oh my
are
gosh.
just
Yeah,
absolutely killing it. Thank you to Mel and to Dwayne and to Nell and quirky Uncle Dave.
Oh my gosh, you
Yeah.
guys are so great.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for
I'm
your service.
tipsy enough. It's hard to find the tongue twister.
I just saw it. It was at the bottom.
Was it the very last
Yep,
one?
there it is.
Boom.
Sick, nick, sick, slick bricks with picks and sticks.
Sick, nick, slick bricks.
Sound like a dying bird.
I'm working on it. That was like
It's
mids
pretty
and
sick.
highs. I'm not good at lows. That's
You'll get there.
okay.
You'll get there.
I have too much air coming through
Yeah,
it right
yeah.
now.
It's too much air. That's right. You haven't learned the
Chris
compression
is much
thing
better
yet.
with the lows. So I'm still working on those.
And
But I'm
I'm
getting
still
some
working on
mids
the
and
highs.
highs.
Yep.
But you are really good with lows. So let's hear a lows version, and then we'll have the master.
Oh, I think we should have Will go first because I want to listen.
no, master.
Okay, where is it? I'm not seeing it.
Boom. Right there.
Sick. Okay, sick, nick.
Oh, just straight and harsh.
Oh man.
Remember, don't
Change
think.
one of the words. So
Six, next six. I can imagine. Yeah, I saw it's edited. I saw that right there.
I know.
Oh wow.
Is that rough?
That was totally rough.
That's
Yeah, I
rough?
ended up
Okay.
spitting a ton. Okay.
Everywhere. And
Am I
my
going
keyboard
in?
is covered. No, just kidding. It's not too bad. It's not even purple.
Not yet.
Okay, let's hear the master do it.
what does the cactus say?
Oh my god.
Is it like the fox? What does the fox
Just a
say?
second.
I'm kidding.
What does
Don't,
the
don't,
cactus
don't.
say?
It says, I'm sad. I am lonely. That's what the cactus would say. And you're like, oh. Okay, here we go.
I only had 3 bottles of champagne, and we're done.
Yes! What?
Last one.
Nice.
Oh my god. It's the kilt energy.
We're breaking out the whiskey.
So
next.
talk. By the way, it is still not even 11 o'clock in the morning. So it's gonna be a day.
This is a rightful celebration.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I know you want it.
Tongue twister.
I know you want it. Okay. Sir, This is possible. 6 sick nicks, 6 slick bricks with picks and sticks. This is gonna be rough. We're gonna go slow. You gotta go slow first.
You want some Pop Rocks?
No, that's very helpful.
Sorry,
yeah.
go ahead.
Search it. Fuck, I already fucked it up. Six slick bricks with picks and sticks. That's impossible. I wish that if this was like a sentence that I could remember.
Right, you have to know the lyrics.
Okay. I'm
It's
gonna
just
apply
like
some
you're
things.
just throwing random words together.
Right. I'm going to apply some things, though, because I was just noticing what you do, and I was like, wait a second. That's right. I didn't apply my breath energy correctly.
Ah, okay. It's harder when you start thinking about the words, huh? It's harder to get the source right. Whoa! Whoa!
Grateful.
So
that
clearly
I
we
work
need some
behind the
enunciation going on. We need more tongue twisters for sure. But I'm not gonna lie, it sounded crazy. It sounds like a banshee. Banshee screams. This is how you get it right here. You're in the right freaking place.
Wow. Wow, that was awesome.
I'm a little disturbed right now. That was my highs that came into gear.
Yeah, it was.
Finally.
Yeah.
I feel like they decided to show up this morning now.
No, my ears
Yeah.
a little bit, like ringing, but
What? But all that took was a lot more. My ears ringing too.
You're like, I can't hear anything anymore. That was great.
I can't hear anything, so everything's great.
So eventually, when we're going to talk about adding harsh vocals to opera, that's where we're going to base it off from. I personally think that if we're going to add it to opera, we're going to have to actually look at something super, super high, because if I'm going to go into whistle, like I wonder if I could do Queen of the Night with whistle and harsh vocals, because that might work because of the anatomy that's similar between whistle and the absolute crazy high tea kettles.
Sure, sure. Yeah.
Maybe.
Stand by for this.
Oh, they're so
release.
disturbed.
Yeah. Aliens, that's right.
I'm deaf. Sorry, guys.
You walked into Kermit in a horror movie. I'm deaf. Nice.
Oh my god.
Let's go.
Okay, we have a few other. We have a lot of other questions. Do you guys practice tongue twisters before you go on stage? Not for me personally, because I think I did so many of them in actual training that for me, right before on stage, I'm gonna do stuff that just makes sure my support is connected.
Same.
Same.
Literally.
Yeah.
You should be practicing that. That should be like
Absolutely.
homework. That should be something that you do right before you go on. I mean, you can, obviously, but it will help you more if you can practice it at home.
What inspired you to get into harsh vocals? Vicky?
Oh, no way. It was like, this goes back to when I was in high school, and literally I saw this guy, his name was Will Flame, and he was like, I know, Will, crazy. He's also a Will, but his name is Will Flame, and he was the guy who I was actually talking about before. If you were here from the very beginning, you would know, the opera one coach that I had. He was the biggest singer in Leonia High School, which was the high school that I was in. And every play, he was the guy, and when he came out, everybody would stop what they were doing, and they would just listen to this guy sing at the play anywhere. And so I was like, I want to be that good, but at that point I was like, I felt like, and because everybody always feels this, no matter what age you are, by the way, remember this, you always feel like you are too old to do what you really want to do. And so you're like, I told myself, I was like, there's no way that I could be that good at singing, so I'm going to get into what I like to listen to so I could do the same version for me, which would be screaming, because I used to love listening to metal, and I still do love listening to metal.
And
so.
now when you do that, everybody stops and listens.
And it's pretty
Yes.
cool.
Yes.
It's pretty damn
Very
cool.
good.
Shout out to Will Flame. Yeah, that guy was great.
Huh.
That's cool.
He gave me my first vocal lessons. I also wanted to figure out how to get better into singing because of him. And that's why I still, to this day, do a lot of singing stuff. Obviously, I don't post a lot of it, but when I do, it's Oh, shout out to Wolfley, man. Let's go.
That's awesome.
That guy's great.
So we have
inspired me.
a request. Actually, I've gotten a couple of these requests to have us do a collab with me doing the cleans and you doing the masterful
That'd be cool.
screams.
That'd be a nice cover. Yeah, we should do something
some
like
cover
that.
and have me do mostly cleans, and then that'd be really fun.
That'd
Yeah.
be sick.
Your cleans on your cover, and well, honestly, your harshes too. Your cover was super good.
Oh, thank you.
We'll do a
Yeah,
periphery song.
Oh man, yeah, it's gonna take 2 vocalists to do.
That's what I'm talking. I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like, this could be the one.
Yeah, that'd be a really fun thing to do. Do
Shout
a
out to
periphery
Spencer.
cover and have you do the dirties and me do the cleans.
Yeah, because there's no way that I could do any cleans like that.
No, and I can't do the screams like Spencer, like even remotely. So
That's perfect.
Yeah.
This is something, the duo combo that the world didn't know they needed.
oh, that'd be fun.
You are welcome.
Well, I got all the tracks. We'll get started.
We'll get started.
Liquid asked a question, which I'm going to answer really quickly. Said, how do I get more projection without hurting myself? I always end up whispering almost and straining my neck too much. Okay, so one of the problems is that the whisper means that there's air escaping, and that air is not actually trying to create that super efficient phonation. So ultimately, one of the quickest fixes is to go back to SOVT exercises, because that improves your phonation efficacy. That's where you want to go to get a little more projection in the sound, because you want your fundamental sound to be good first. That fundamental sound happens right here, happens with breath pressure being more to increase loudness, but then you have to figure out how to do this efficiently so that you're not going to hurt yourself. So yeah, singing through a straw is honestly just one of the best things that you can do to help that efficiency. And almost any speech therapist is also going to have you make sounds through a straw first to help that. So just go figure out some SOVT exercises and then tell me how those go. Let's see. Best blah. There we go. Thank you, Fritzius.
Yeah.
Okay. Jason says, with public speaking type of stuff, I tend to feel more of the anxiety after I'm done. Do you ever feel that way after a performance?
Oh, great.
Only
question.
if I did really bad. Because there was one time, the first time I ever went on stage with Lorna, and I felt like I did horrible. And I literally got off the stage and I cried.
Oh man.
I cried. And I remember going over to Andrew, my guitarist, and being like, I suck. Everybody knows I suck now. And he was like, no, you're great. But it was that moment, you know what I mean? Where you're just like, damn. You're always super critical about what you do. More than anybody else. You know, you think everybody else, what they think is more important. But, you know, realistically, what you think is the most important. And that's what's that definitely felt that way before.
Yeah.
A lot of anxiety. You just gotta make sure you practice.
Yeah. I usually, when I get done with a performance or when I get done, making a video or having a recording session, the first thing I feel is an intense sense of accomplishment and gratification afterward. But I mean, just to open up a little bit, I struggle majorly with anxiety going into anything. Majorly. And so I think that's, like, I save all my anxiety and all my, part of the reason I talk about struggling with judgment and how we shouldn't is because I struggle with that.
Yeah.
And especially before I do something. Before I do something, I am terrified. And when I push into it and do it anyway, usually, in fact, I can't think of a single time where I'd gotten done with something and been like, oh, I suck. I always am just proud of myself for just doing it.
That's a really healthy
I
perspective.
mean, that's definitely a hard way because a lot of people just don't do that at all.
Yeah.
I think about it like an anime moment. You know what I mean? There's a boss fight. You're like, the anime dude's about to die. And then he just, like, awakens a secret power he didn't know he had because he's just thrown into the furnace.
Right.
And then he's just like, wow, look at that. Not bad.
That.
You grow through the fire. You know?
That's amazing. Now, I get that a little bit because often, like, if you're up against the wall, you got a song a few days ahead of time, you got to go memorize it, perform it right away. I'll have an adrenaline rush that actually spikes right after the performance. It spikes, or it starts to go up right before, but you've been pushing so hard that to get this stuff learned, to get it ingrained, it almost doesn't hit until right after you're off the stage. And at that point, it's not like a dreadful kind of hit. Instead, it's an, oh my gosh, my blood is pumping. I feel like I just had 5 shots of caffeine. Like,
I've had people tell me that before when I've got off stage before, and I've just like started talking to somebody. They're just like, Will, you look like you're like on drugs or something. I'm like,
no,
I am just so hyped
Yeah.
yes.
off of just being there.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like,
Exactly. And that's
great
actually,
feeling.
I think about it from just that vocal technique perspective. That kind of adrenaline can make it really easy to want to push through something and then
Hurt
you get a
yourself.
little concerned. And that's one of the reasons why a lot of doctors, if somebody's having a lot of difficulties with being sick and they're like, oh, I just have to make it through this performance, okay, we're going to give you a shot of steroids, it should be used as a last resort, last resort. Because all of that adrenaline in that moment and that scare, that fear of getting through it, like you can get super hyped and just try to push through way more than is healthy.
Oh, I've done that. I'll tell you right now. You gotta go full Buddhist monk style.
Great question.
Even though you're screaming about something crazy.
Uh-oh.
What did we do now?
Giveaway?
Oh, we're gonna do a giveaway.
We're about
Can
2
we?
hours in right now.
Oh my
alright.
God!
Yeah.
How
2
fast?
hours.
How fast can we rapid fire a couple of these questions?
Yeah,
Can we
let's
do
do
like
it.
one, like seriously, like 10-second
Yeah, let's do
answers
it.
because there's so many questions and I want to get to them.
Let's
Will,
get it.
What albums did you do with Monument of Memory and Wake in Providence? I really enjoyed the work you did with them, and it was like having Dickie Allen and Ben as guests. So
Okay.
What albums? Boom,
So,
boom, boom.
Monument of a Memory, I did the last album that they're just releasing right now. Obviously, everything was re-recorded with Dylan because he is the now vocalist, and I mean he was a clean vocalist before, but now that's what So I did the last album, and I also did Comatose. Awake in Providence, I did same exact thing actually with Monument, but with Awake in Providence with the Black Sun album. So all the patterns, all that stuff, I originally did write it, but the whole EP before that, as well as A Darkened Gospel, that was all me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question is, what's the difference between fry and false chord scream? I'm going to hit this up anatomically, and then Will is going to demo both of those since you asked KBN. So differences between fry and false chord. False chord is using your false vocal cords, right? Those are just a little bit above your true vocal folds. That tends to make a lower sound in general. Fry, we're actually attributing to a sonic impression, meaning that we hear it as higher. But fry anatomically can be attributed to a bunch of different things. We can be talking about area epiglottic folds. We can talk about just the epiglottis. We can talk about spit rattle. We can talk about lingual tonsils. There's so many different things. And so we actually are a little hesitant in the course even to use fry sometimes because
The term fry.
because both of these things are very different. So sometimes I'll just go high and low. And we even,
High constrictions, low
Yeah,
constrictions.
low
Yeah,
constrictions.
that's kind of how we've delineated it in the
Will,
course.
what do these sound like?
So a false chord scream, or what I would consider to be a false chord scream, would sound like sick, and then a fry scream would be like, no, sick, nicks. That's what I would consider it.
And I encourage everybody to go back to the throat cam video and look at what that is like in his throat. Or you can also go to the course and see us break some of these things down.
But I think what you said about the term fry and then associated with the word scream, because of the way that we refer to the word or the phrase vocal fry, we have to understand that vocal fry is
totally different.
Is a totally different thing.
Yeah, that's actually considered a vocal register by some people. That is absolutely not the same thing.
Absolutely not. And so
100% not.
when we use the word fry scream, some people think, oh, well, I'm using vocal fry to get the fry scream. This is not in any way correct, and it actually throws a lot of people when they're trying to learn how to scream. So that's why in the course, Will.
Yes.
Sorry.
That's why we talk about things as higher constriction, lower constriction, or and I love what we discover when we talk about the things that are traditionally looked at as the fry stuff. We go away completely from that term, and we do talk about other structures, and we even look again at Will's throat. We're like, well, the area epiglottic folds are above the false chords.
Yep.
And so when you're engaging those, you are going to get a more harmonically rich slightly higher pitched sound, but it's possible, and we've seen you do this, to engage the upper constrictions and the lower constrictions at the same time at the source,
Yes.
and then throw something super cool in with the filter, and you just get this like full spectrum amazing sound. So
Yeah.
I would encourage all of you, stop with the classifications of this is a fry screen, this is a false chord screen, this is
Just get
Stop-
comfortable
yeah.
with the sensations.
Yes, exactly. Stop trying to
High,
classify.
low, middle, like where
Yes.
do you feel it, and then
Yes.
work off of that.
Yes, if you can work off of that, if that's the only thing you take away from this live event, going into this course and going into practicing harsh vocals in general, stop trying to classify stuff and lean into the sensations of it. That's going to help you immensely.
The only reason we classify anything, vocal registration, anything, the only reason we classify it is to help people find those sensations.
Yes.
Help people find a sound.
Right.
So if you can just go find the sensation and the sound first,
And then make up
Do
your
that.
own terms.
that's also possible.
Can we be impressed for just a second?
Yeah.
That you've had almost 2 of these giant mimosas and you're still rattling off all kinds of scientific stuff about
I
We can keep
love
going,
voice
too.
science so much.
We can
this.
just
Okay,
keep
last
going.
few.
Okay, last couple. We're gonna keep rapid firing this.
All right.
Just bought the course. Thank you, Underdog. Thank you all for putting this together. There's so much bad information out there. I completely agree. I'm very excited about the opportunity to learn from the monster man himself. Yeah!
High five!
Is that me? Okay, let's go.
That's you. I think that's you.
No,
Yeah.
that's Kirk.
It's Kirk. He's got the kill.
How do you know?
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
From Kelly, who is everyone's favorite female screamer. I don't have any.
Courtney!
Courtney! I was just going to say Courtney.
Oh, wow.
Courtney and Tati are my 2
I like
favorites.
Tati. I also really love Elisa. I'm just saying, she's also super cool. Also, she really loves whales.
You know,
And Amanda.
You have
I
to,
like Amanda a
You
lot.
have to go check out
Amanda
Lauren.
July.
You have to go check out Lauren Babick also.
There's
yeah.
some really good.
There's so many
great
good
Yeah,
ones.
she's incredible.
I'm super impressed by the ladies that are screaming out there. You guys are paving away. Do you have any plans to join Anders in any collab or guest spot at a show?
I wish.
Where do you learn
Manifesting it actually in my mind right now, so maybe.
from Val? Where do you learn tube and throat singing? I know that there's some courses online.
I just learned it from watching a video that was some guy sounding crazy. And at that point, because I was familiar with sensations prior to, I obviously didn't have any of these lessons. I was just familiar with it, and I was like, I think I could do that. And then I tried it, and I was like, boom, nailed it, first try, let's go. And then I just kept doing it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. We actually talk a lot about it in this course, so it's sort of like an added extra benefit.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't say this. Don't. That was Sandra. That was
Oh.
Sandra. Sandra was
Can
on
you
my
touch your
computer.
tongue to your nose?
Sandra, how dare you?
I feel like I'm close. But I think if I went any further, I would just get a cramp in my tongue, and I can't even imagine what that would feel like.
Push
Pull
your
the tongue
nose.
muscle.
No.
That's cheating.
That's all right.
That's cheating.
It's like my tongue loses the shape of it when I try and push it like that. Cause it just, anyhow.
I feel like I'm gonna pull a muscle.
For the QA, how do you get into harsh vocals coming from a classic choral background? This is from Sam Steinberg. Many of the techniques and terminology are hard to grasp. Thanks. Sam, I'm going to answer this really quickly. A lot of classical terminology talks about
Did
the
you do the
very...
tongue thing?
Yes, we did the tongue thing.
Who did it?
It was me.
Did you do it?
You
No.
asked Will to do it.
I can't do it.
Ready?
You're just showing
I
off,
can't do it at
Sandra.
all.
Can you do a clover?
Oh my gosh,
no,
look at the
can't
clover.
do that either.
You did
Oh,
that
well,
for a
yeah.
sound, actually. That's amazing.
I
I
did.
love this. Tongue shapes are great. I love you, too.
It's great.
Okay. Harsh vocals from classic choral background. So one of the really big things you need to get around is the fact that most classical background comes from an open throat idea, which means a very, very wide space back there. For that top restriction, it needs to be a little more closed, but this can actually create a really good, especially if you think about elongating and a little more closed at the same time, that can actually create a very good sound for opera, which is something I've explored a lot more in the last few months since making this course. I realized that the two don't have to cancel each other out. They can be going together. But just know that with the classical choral background, that's very, very much that open space. Don't think that by closing the space up, you're necessarily pushing on the true vocal folds. That like there's different isolation along the vocal tracts that can happen. Always pay attention to how you feel, and if you feel super tired or gross, stop and try it again later. Okay, make screams with your nose holes blocked.
Oh.
I know one vocalist. I'm not gonna say who, but he does it in studio. Actually,
You're not gonna say who?
I'm not gonna say
Oh.
who.
Okay.
That's his secret.
Fuck.
Yeah! Oh, totally easy.
Your pitch scream is nice.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah. Will actually very deliberately will do through nose or through mouth.
Yeah, do it through nose for us real quick. Just totally through nose. So crazy. So crazy.
It's really awesome. Who can do the highest note? Probably.
Oh!
Sorry.
That was high.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Highest non-whistle? Probably still you.
Oh, non-whistle. Whistle, I can go, but highest. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you right now, it ain't me. I answered the question.
There we go.
You're gonna be loud.
It's not me.
Yeah. Awesome. A suggestion, instead of screaming through a straw, try screaming through a larger tube like a roll of paper towel or a PVC pipe.
Toilet paper roll.
Or like one of these. You can just do one of these.
Yeah!
I will say, I think doing something like that is also the same reason why if you double cup a microphone live, it works.
Yeah,
Because
okay.
it makes everything sound and resonate better, but you do lose a lot of the frequencies that you want to hear.
Yeah.
It all just sounds very muffled.
Remember that Mycroft actually pulled off all the toilet paper this because he
Oh,
thinks
nice.
it's really fun to tear apart.
Nice.
Toilet paper.
I've seen it. It almost makes it sound like it's lower.
Band limited. It's band limited.
Yeah.
Yeah, like an EQ. It's like an EQ. It's just like doing this. That's very nice.
Let's get going. Yeah.
I kind of want to cup it like a mic. Makes me more confident.
I think that might be the Mimosa.
No!
Okay, your turn. Toilet paper roll.
So effortless. You're so good.
Sex. Sick. Dicks. Too easy. Let's get it.
Who can fry scream the longest? Okay, everybody take a deep breath.
I can't fry scream.
Go. Well, you any scream.
I can keep going, baby. Let's
Yeah.
keep it going.
You're awesome.
I can keep
Feels
going.
by laughter. Will has to keep it together.
Like, dude.
Oh, his.
Oh, toilet paper.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are you
Like
gonna-
me, we got more.
We
We got more mimosa, more
you wanted to
polyjuice
refocus
potion.
it.
I have a toilet paper roll.
Yeah, baby.
That's what I'm talking about.
Amazing.
Who's
Oh
our
my gosh.
alchemist
These
right
are the
here
best.
of the polyjuice
quick-
I'm out of champagne. Do you want some
Um,
whiskey now?
Yeah!
And either Chris or
Ce
Will make a
soir.
louder sound than my opera
Do
vocals.
Martin.
You want to say
No.
In the
No.
morning, let's go.
No,
No.
it's not
Okay.
possible.
Not
Now
possible.
this, I'll make you ce soir.
Okay.
Ultimately, their sounds are going to work with microphones, whereas the opera trains for
Right.
no microphone.
You
That's
were-
the point of opera.
You
You were
need to
designed
push.
to be as loud as possible and efficient as possible.
And spend years practicing that.
Yeah.
It actually makes it so when singing with a mic, I will have a lot more habits that have to be diverted.
Sure.
So they're going to be much better with a microphone.
So I will say, even in
Yeah.
this 2 hours, I have temporary threshold loss
sorry?
in this ear. Well, granted, both of you are on this side, but yeah. So that's just like 2 hours of talking and making strange noises. So she's loud, and I've been accused of being extremely loud.
You actually are quite loud.
Yeah, I am quite loud, but not as loud as the opera.
No,
singer.
if you were like a classically trained tenor, like going held in tenor, it'd be a different kind of thing.
Yes.
It'd be terrifying.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna get there one day.
Oh!
Elizabeth's
That's my best opera.
course that she's gonna be making. Fingers crossed, knock on wood.
Some loud.
Manifesting
I
it.
hope so.
I'm manifesting it so I can hop in and just saying.
Will learning harsh vocals damage my smoother singing?
No.
I'm inquiring. Absolutely not. We're talking about totally different anatomy. It's actually really good to learn so that you can differentiate between the two.
But also, it's great. It will affect it if you don't take the proper vocal rest and you really hurt your voice, because then obviously that's what's going to happen.
So-
But again, listen to your voice. Listen to your body. We were talking about this before.
Yep.
If your body feels bad, don't push through it.
So we have to clarify a little bit on this. No, practicing and learning harsh vocals will not adversely affect your singing, your clean singing.
If
It
you're
will
doing
not.
it the right way.
If you're doing it mindfully. But the thing is anything, like you could substitute anything in there. Will riding my bike affect my clean
Super good
singing?
point.
Yes or no, like right, like well, it's so if you're doing things, and that's actually the very reason we made this course, is we want to provide a resource that says harsh vocals are safe when done well, mindfully and considerately and paced and with the correct methods. They're safe and they actually help you become. I'm a way better singer in general. I'm a better musician in general since I've pursued these harsh techniques. It's singing with distortion, low constrictions, high constrictions, pitch screams, all those things. They make my clean singing better.
I went back to my old opera teacher in the last month and talked with him about a lot of the things I've discovered since working on some of these harsh vocals. And I think it's improved my clean singing.
Yeah, absolutely.
Improved my opera.
Oh, wow, cool.
Harsh vocals have improved my opera.
I'll
That's
tell you,
crazy.
same.
Yeah.
As I've done harsh
Good.
vocals and then try
Yes.
to do something a little different, I started to realize, I was like, oh my God, this is what singing is.
Yeah.
Don't scream, but scream without
Right.
screaming.
With a
like,
different
oh my
kind
God,
of
this is
set of
called
things.
a clean vocal. It's like, that's when I figured it out. I was like,
Yeah.
I think I can do this.
It's great. It's cross-training.
Yeah.
How hard is it for you to hit the high and then sudden low and of the abyss?
It's not.
Boom. There you go. Just isolation.
It's
essentially.
easy. It's like flicking a switch, just going.
Ooh,
Boom.
this is from Elizabeth Liepe. I'm a classically trained vocalist that has a BM in vocal performance and is currently pursuing my master's with vocology. Yes, SLP.
Nice.
We speak the same language. I suffer from muscular tension dysphonia. Yep, which is a long journey to overcome. That I feel like that's one of the big reasons I see a lot of people going into SLP or vocology from that specific path. So just know you're super not alone. I've been trying to learn to scream for 3 years or so. Do you have any technical advice for minimizing tension while screaming and learn to make false fry sounds when you've been trained to have a completely open... My gosh, you just like nailed what I was saying to somebody earlier, and honestly, this probably applies directly to you with the open vocal mechanism, lower larynx sound with chiaroscuro, yep, and head voice dominant sound. Okay, head voice dominant sound is not going to matter in this case because head voice dominant sound is going to be talking about your true vocal folds. You want to be engaging other things. Actually, please do not engage your true vocal folds when you're trying to make these sounds. Look for something entirely different. If you have access to whistle, I really advise you, other Elizabeth, please use whistle to find that because whistle is engaging the epiglottis to come in more. And that already is creating a little more of that upper, essentially closure that you're going to start benefiting from for some of that higher, I'm just going to say higher constriction, it's like a fry, question mark. And as far as the lower larynx, I'm not honestly too worried about that. I would try to just have a neutral larynx. So try to not think about tongue depression at all affecting the height of your larynx. And then the open vocal mechanism is the thing that I was saying there. You can think about having a more closed vocal mechanism, especially if you sort of focus the sound through lasers up here. That tends to have a little less of that space instead of having the dome that goes up there. Laser out the front, and that can cause a little less space in the back. Okay, that was so much information. Elizabeth, that was, there you go.
Other Elizabeth, I'm sure you understood that because of your names and you guys have this pathway. I don't know.
I will say though that I actually understood a lot of what you were saying, and a lot of what you're asking about. I think that the gateway sounds and the awakening and modifying sensations modules in this course are so gold for what you're asking about. Because I remember as we were on the Zoom calls planning curriculum for this, you were echoing some of this very stuff, right? Like you were saying, get the way that I've been trained, the muscle memory that I have created to sing opera well, initially seems to fly in the face of making these sounds, But as you explored further, the training that you have actually helps you access some of these things.
Yeah.
Because of the way that you are free to lean into certain sensations with the training and muscle memory you already have. And so whatever your singing background, if you're used to doing cleans, if you're used to doing opera, if you haven't sung at all, whatever it is, going into that awakening and modifying sensations module after having done the gateway sounds module, it's just mind-blowing.
Amazing.
Will, do you want the dad glass?
That's the dad glass. I mean,
I'm not a dad.
you're not a dad.
I'll take the normal
maybe
glass.
Someday.
Okay.
Normal glass.
I mean, I am a dad. I'm a cat dad.
Cat dad.
Cat
also,
dad.
we've been noticing him hold Mycroft
We
a lot.
just hand him Mycroft. We're like, catch him!
I'm like, no, don't do it.
Wait,
I'm
did
scared.
you mean throw?
And you're like, oh my gosh, this
Mycroft
is the
was
cutest
being
chicken nugget
thrown.
ever. He
Yeah,
does.
but you haven't thrown him to Will.
Yeah.
You've thrown him in the air to
Okay,
Will.
We
no.
haven't. We will.
I just said, well, I have to
Please
take care of
don't
this
do
thing.
it.
Right.
It's been great.
Cheers.
All right, let's do have another cheers. You know what? Cheers
Yeah,
to
Kirk.
the winner of this microphone. I think
Ooh,
we
that's
are
it.
going
Ready for
Okay,
this?
before we
Are
do
we
that,
ready?
I
Yeah.
just need to post the link one more time right here.
Do it.
And then give them a couple. Can I take a
All right.
pee real quick? Can I
Yeah.
have like a 2-minute pee break? So
Yeah,
they
I'll
can
sit
sign
in the
up.
chair. People
Beautiful.
were like,
No,
oh,
Will, you
Will's
may not
changed.
pee.
Don't.
I gotta.
Wait, you're
Gotta
taking your
listen
phone to
later.
go pee?
No, hold
While you're
on.
live?
Listen, guys, check this
This
out.
is the bonus content.
This
here.
is bonus
Wait,
content.
Are you taking the phone?
No, I'm not taking the phone in the bath. Listen to me, everybody.
Wait,
Listen.
are you?
Listen to me, everybody. I'm going to post the link right freaking here.
Not in the bathroom.
Not here, not in the bathroom, because I'm leaving.
He said not
I'm
here.
leaving here, but you guys are still gonna be here. So while you're here, make sure you click on the link, or you go to the link, sign up for the giveaway. If you haven't yet, if you already have, don't freaking do it again. I swear to God, I'll know it's you. Otherwise, sign up. Let's go. But if this pauses for the next 8.5 seconds, just know my bad.
That's all he needs to pee.
8.5 seconds.
8.5 seconds. Let's go.
That's not very much.
It's a lot of dehydration.
Hold on.
It's a
That
racehorse.
PTP is going to be so high.
It's a racehorse.
We're back.
Oh, whoa!
And we're back with the link. And there it goes. Listen, you guys, if you're still here, click on that link, sign up for this mic, or you're going to be very sorry because I'm just saying you could have done it. It would have been really sick. So,
Christina
otherwise,
says your Hawaiian shorts are really cool, just so you know.
It's a bathing suit. He wore it because he knows I'm throwing him in
look,
the
they
pool
have,
later.
Flamingos.
those
no,
are not flamingos.
those are
These are
pelicans.
Pelicans. Pelicans and pink. Can't go wrong. I'll be back. Take it away.
Okay, let's answer a few
I'm gonna
questions
break
while
this
he's gone.
Yes.
chair if I sit in it.
Oh,
Get
no,
in
no,
it. Hold
you-
on, let me pull it back a
hop
little
in.
bit. I got you.
I weigh 100 pounds more than Will.
Is this the bathroom?
Okay.
Yes.
Goodbye.
That's a bathroom. That is a bathroom. Don't use my makeup.
And don't stink it.
No promises.
Let's see. Are there any other questions here from Val? Weird noises, tattoo plans. Yes.
Interesting
Um,
idea.
Where on your body would you get a tattoo if it needed a near concert reminder / motivator, or would you get something that symbolizes it instead?
Oh, I have to answer this question
Okay,
first.
answer it.
Okay. I will never have a tattoo because I will be constantly critiquing the tattoo itself. Like, it will never be good enough. However, my wife got a tattoo right back here, and I absolutely love it
Whoa.
because
I wouldn't have said that on a live stream.
No, it's good. It's a beautiful tattoo. Look.
it's a beautiful tattoo.
Oh, okay.
And I love it.
And I love that it's a wife thing too.
Yeah. So if I were to get a tattoo, if I were to get a tattoo, I would get it there because I like that tattoo so well.
From
on
your
my
wife, that's
Yes.
so sweet. Oh, I love
Yes.
that it's like a lover kind of thing.
That's right.
It's a lover thing.
Before Will comes
That's a
back,
nice bathroom.
I think these chairs are all the same height.
No, this is not true. Chris's is much lower than
I
ours.
was gonna say, Will or Chris.
There. I just.
Oh, yeah.
At the
now
end
you're
of the
like
live stream, now I'm higher.
Now you can see that Will and Chris are actually, I think,
About the
close to
same.
height.
I think
I'm
you're the
shorter.
tallest. I think
No,
you're the
you're
tallest.
taller than me.
I'm taller than you, but I'm shorter than Will.
Yeah.
Will is
Will's
back
taller
there.
than me.
He's back. He's
For
there.
sure.
He's back.
And you're both midgets compared to me. Sorry,
We're
little
not
people.
midgets. You're just
Little
a-
people. Sorry, little people.
Mamma mia. Mamma mia.
I'm leaving now.
Yeah.
This is
I
not
love
a good.
it.
You're
I love
kicked
it.
out.
We're doing the giveaway, right?
Yes.
Let's do the giveaway.
All right.
Let me-
I'm
let
taking
me
my
check
seat
numbers.
back, though.
Let me check numbers really quickly.
All right.
Do I have time to pee
Gonna
before we do the giveaway?
Go take a pee.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'll
I'm
give
coming
you
back.
guys.
Hey, Cook, you got another chair.
Listen, if you guys still haven't signed up for this giveaway, we're literally giving it away in the next 10 minutes. So sign up.
No.
Next 10 seconds.
10 seconds. Okay, well, when he's done peeing. So please,
Okay, so talk
Sign
to me
up.
about tattoos. Where on your body would you get a tattoo if you need a near constant reminder / motivator? Would you get something that symbolizes it instead? Do you have room for another tattoo?
Yes, he does.
look up. These legs are
Look at his
empty.
legs.
These things are empty. And the back of my head, I got a whole bunch of others.
Well, you have a
Space going
plan, I think, for your head, right?
I do. If I were to, so what is the question? If I were to get something
With
that
a near constant motivator, essentially. Would you
Use-
put it here
oh,
so you could read
I
all
wouldn't
the
put
time?
it.
I got it. Sorry, I'm interrupting.
Let me hear it.
Totally Mike Tyson tattoo on your face.
You will
Do it.
never forget it.
Just do it.
It's looking you in the head every time.
Hangover, just do it.
I was thinking the end of the nose so you could always see it.
Beware, these guys also have no tattoos. This is for the best,
This
I
is
think,
true.
honestly, because they would
This is
have
true.
something insane. They'd be like, what is going on? What is this? They have one tattoo right there.
Right there.
It's
I got
a
a
face.
down
It's a little
periscope
face.
tattoo.
Oh my god. Well, I would say I would get it probably, on the inside of my arm. But
Where do I sign up? Baxter is asking.
For
Are
the
you
course?
asking for course or are you asking for a giveaway? Because it was posted a couple different times during live stream.
Yeah.
I think live stream posts at this point we have Kirk in here, so he's probably not able to actually
Yeah.
post it on the live stream right now.
We're done with.
I think they're gonna roll it really soon.
The course though is in the description of the video. So if you want to click on that,
it's also
that's
in
the
our
best-
link trees,
Yeah, it is.
as you made me do.
It's what?
Link
It's
tree.
in our link.
It's in your link tree. It's in our link tree. Hopefully, Sister did that, and it's in the link of this video. And
Beautiful.
and you can score this week only a Zoom session with Will and Elizabeth and Chris.
We won't have monster mimosas for
We
that.
won't have monster mimosas. Also, Chris has been in the bathroom for a really long time. I'm wondering what's happening in there.
Oh, we just heard weird noises.
He's
Tongue
he's
twister.
Practicing.
some goblin noises from somewhere.
From somewhere.
I'm back! Come back to us!
All right. So I
Um,
just checked. We
awesome.
had 798 people.
And turn
No
for the mic.
way.
That's it!
798. So,
1,000?
798.
Wow. Well, you guys are
So,
lucky. There you go. That's how we like it.
This is what we're gonna do, Elizabeth. We're gonna bring the table over here. Will is gonna do some die rolls like he's in playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Listen, I know
figured
CeeLo.
this out.
I know CeeLo, okay?
You gotta understand, we
I'm
did Dungeons
Hispanic.
and Dragons. Oh,
I know how to
this is
roll
true,
some
too.
dice.
But we did die rolls at our wedding, and I crit.
This is true.
Same.
She rolled a d20 and she hit a 20, and she got to say her vows first.
No.
Mine were better.
At the wedding,
Yeah, you got
Oh, I
to do
did
your
my
vows
first
first.
so you guys were like, do you? And then you were like,
Yeah, basically. That's how it went down.
you just got owned.
Crit fail.
Yes.
I
Hell,
do not.
hell yes.
So this is how we're gonna do it, Will.
critical hit.
So we have 798. So we're gonna do a d8 to figure out 1 through 8, which will be 0 to 100, 101 to 200,
Oh, I
so
love
on and
this.
so forth. And then after that, we're gonna roll a percentile to figure out the person who's gonna win the first mic, and then we'll do it again. So roll the d8.
All right, I'm on it.
Okay.
This is my favorite way for selecting a random
It's
winner
amazing.
ever.
Yeah.
Are we ready?
It's not a random generator, it's Will.
Should we throw it against the cactus?
It's random will.
Throw it against the
Yes,
cactus.
Oh,
it's
perfect.
connected.
It's
Yeah.
like CeeLo. It's like we're playing
We're going to be
CeeLo.
able to
This
see the
speaks to
number
my
here
heritage.
on the thing, yeah.
There we go. 6!
All right, so 6. Here we go.
6.
So here's percentile.
6.
Wait, do I roll them all?
Yeah, roll them all.
Okay. Here we go. This one's going against the cactus.
All right, so we have
Oh!
Double
008.
8. So 8.
608.
So 608 is the first number. And let's do it again.
Okay. Kirk is going to figure out what names correspond to this.
That's
by
right.
the
So
way. But if
608
you
is
were
going to be which
entry-
microphone?
First
Which
one.
microphone is
First one.
608?
7B, baby.
S
We're
and
going
7B
in the
is
order of
608.
history.
So 608 is going to get the 7B. We don't know who that is
I'm
yet.
going to
but
go
we're
check
look at
in
the
just a
list.
second here.
Oh,
Wait, am I going V7
No,
now?
no, the
What do I do?
D8 first.
this one first. This
Aha,
one
yes.
first.
I do that.
I don't know how this works, but this is awesome.
Listen, I'm with you there, okay? I just know how to roll dice.
Right.
8!
All right, here we go.
Oh,
The final.
wait,
The
no,
final.
No. We don't have 800.
Yeah.
I thought we had 798.
Roll it again.
We don't have 8. All right,
Oh, wait, no, the 8 is a 0. The 8 is a 0.
What?
It is. Because there's no 0 on the die. The 8's a 0.
What?
All right, we'll just roll it again.
It's it. No. Because
Okay.
we have entries like
Elizabeth's
0.
right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm
All right.
right.
So the first people that registered in the very beginning.
Ah,
Here we
okay.
go. The people of the very
This
beginning of
one-
the live stream. Here we go.
This one's for you guys.
Here we go.
Give me the cacti.
This is
Cactus.
why. This is why when we do the patron games every month with Elizabeth, and the math thing comes up, you just don't fight against Elizabeth. She will win the math game
I'm
every
looking
time.
at you, Grail. I know you've been practicing.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
The mini
For
game.
1
the
to
winner
100.
of the B7 that
The first 100
I still
people.
use. It's
First
okay.
100 people.
Let's see what we got.
The microphone you still use?
Okay.
You're giving it away?
It's my word.
That's crazy.
The live one.
Well,
yeah.
I'm crazy.
Let's do it.
Oh,
The
come on.
microphone's alive.
I'm crazy. Okay, so
Chris is getting impatient.
I'll keep rolling.
83.
83.
Okay, so 608 and 83.
608 and 83.
Ooh, 608, 83.
Wow.
608.
All right, we're gonna figure that out, guys.
83.
Wow, wow,
608.
608 for the V7? No.
Yes.
608 is 7B.
SMB. Yeah.
708.
Yes. Nice, guys. Congratulations. I don't know. You don't even know who you are. I don't know. You know who you are. Or you will in a minute.
Oh my gosh, it's so high that the cactus can't.
I can't even
You
hear
can't
it.
even hear it. Yeah, it's quiet.
There's like a filter on the cactus
Right.
that's like that's too high. I ain't doing that.
We didn't name this guy, by the way.
What a horrible thing.
Oh, my cats are gonna have a heart attack.
Oh, whoa!
I love to see how high these things can go. Can you break this? Is it possible you go so high that you break the cactus? We haven't even named him.
Oh, his name's not Will?
No.
Will Jr.?
I'm gonna say Jerry.
Jerry. I like Jerry.
Jerry the cactus.
Ruben, cheers to you and the full belly of, I'm guessing, lots of.
Okay,
grape wine.
are we ready?
Or
Right
Scott.
there. Scroll down.
Go down.
Go down to
Okay.
Discord. Boom.
Amazing. All right, here we go. Number 608. This is winning that SM7B.
All right, Jerry, we're turning you off.
Jerry,
sorry.
hold on.
Jerry the cactus?
Jerry the
This
cactus.
is Jerry. Okay, yeah, that's enough. Okay, thank you. Thank you.
Wait, wasn't Jerry a race car driver?
I don't know. But
You
he's a
guys are
cactus
all
now.
on edge
Oh,
right
now he's a
now.
cactus.
This is what
That's
happens
premise.
when you give us.
Okay, I can't handle it anymore. Read them.
Okay, number 608, who is winning the SM7B?
The one I've used for many years. Many covers, too. If you go on YouTube, you'll find them. Assuming I haven't taken them down yet, but even then.
Your name is David Lane.
David Lane! David Lane! Congratulations.
I'm so jealous. I want that microphone. I'm jealous. I'm legit jealous here.
Well, now we gotta find out where David Lane is. We'll deliver the mic, obviously, and then we'll go. You can go there. We'll send you the address. And then you take him out, and you take the mic. All right, fine, David. You're safe. You're
Roll
safe.
your dice
You're
to see
safe.
what happens.
Maybe.
It's a 30. I'll let you decide.
Okay.
Okay.
What does that even mean?
33-3. That means you're safe.
3,
I don't
3,
play
3.
Dungeons and Dragons, but I know.
That's a very
Yes.
pretentious number.
Yet.
Number 83. They are going to be winning the SEV7.
V7.
The SEV7, which is the microphone that Will uses live. This is going to be
To this day.
Gregory Milan. Not like Milan, like
Gregory!
but Milan.
Gregory Malam!
Congratulations.
Oh yeah. That's a typo. Good thing you went up here. Yeah.
Wait, what?
I made a typo.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Paolo, you're amazing. Kirk, you're drunk.
Thank you, Paolo, for helping us out with this. I know we asked you last moment to help put this
Yeah.
together.
It's
So
also
thank you
like
so
3
much.
in the morning for him right now.
I know,
So-
Paolo, it's so late.
Thank you so much for helping us out, man.
Yeah,
You are the
Paolo,
best. Thank you
you're
for even being
incredible.
up.
Also, thank you, David and Gregory. You both just won microphones that Will has poured sweat, tears, and other things into, and now
Spit.
you're gonna get it.
That's right.
A lot of spit.
A lot of spit. Well, here's the thing. I have like just a teensy bit of this left, and I want to make a couple cheers. So I'm going to take Kirk's drink and cheers that, and then
Okay.
give it back to him after I drink mine. I want to cheers, first of all, to everybody that made this happen, because it's been really awesome working with you guys. But then also Kirk, who's over here, has made this entire course happen as well. And we have an amazing team of video editors who have been helping to make it happen as well. So shout out to Paolo and Kevin. Lizelle's done a lot of help. I know Reese has been also working on some things. So, and big shout out as well to community managers who've been helping to monitor chat and get all your questions to us. Thank you so much. And shout out to Sandra as well, who I believe is watching from another room and writing awesome comments and facts about cacti. So shout out to our team.
Our team,
So-
and one of the team members.
And the Rat Club.
Oh wait, one more team member.
One more team member, my son Emerson, who has been helping behind the scenes with a lot of the posts and stuff that you see going out on my resources are done by my son Emerson. So thank you, buddy, for helping with this.
Yeah, and Susu too.
Susu's amazing.
Yeah, incredible. Just so like basically
We have a team behind this,
you see
Yeah.
3 people on the screen, but there's a big team behind it.
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
what makes this work.
Yep.
Yep.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my god, I almost just sipped it without
Cheers.
cheersing.
Cheers to
Cheers to the team.
I give
Let's
this back
go.
to you, Kirk. All right.
Check
so-
the description below to the link to the course. Send it to your friends and family. Buy 5 of them and just send them out for Christmas gifts.
You will need
worth
5
it.
different emails to do that.
That's
Last
right.
cheers. I said there were 2 cheers. One was to the team.
Oh.
The second one is to the freaking release of this course. So all y'all who are about to take it, because this is incredible. This is like going on to have a new life. You guys are about to explore a new journey. So I
It's
think there's
never
a ton
been
of our
done
community-
before.
That's never been done before. So yeah,
I'm really excited about it. Like legitimately super excited for voice sake that this is happening.
absolutely. When we've said this a lot throughout this live stream in different ways, but you guys can really look at this as the beginning of a new part of your creative life. Like
Yeah.
this isn't just about screaming. I mean, it is about screaming for sure, and harsh vocals, extreme vocals, but this is about a completely new way to look at experiencing your voice. And it's going to open up lots of things in terms of harsh vocals, but trust us. And it's going to open up so many things about how you speak, how you do clean vocals, how you enunciate just in general. I mean, so many amazing things have come out of me being able to study with you guys. And you guys are going to see that firsthand. So toast to
To us.
the course and to us.
To the course.
And to what all of you do with it. I'm really excited
Absolutely.
to hear.
Can you imagine?
Thank you, community. You guys are awesome.
Can you imagine your choir at Christmas time taking those Christmas songs, turning them into death metal screams?
Or even using some,
Yes.
adapting some of the
There you go.
techniques to make it. Yeah, that could
For
be really
something
cool.
new. I
Get
wanna
the
know
course
what
for your choir.
evolves from it. It's like everybody in the community is an AI that's evolving this course. Oh no. Do you hate technology? Should I not have said that?
You're good.
I think you're good. Maybe.
Have a sip.
Yes.
What?
Yes. This wall. So do we just close
Amazing.
this up, or
yeah,
how
we're
do
gonna
we
close
do?
it up.
Okay.
Thank you everyone for being here so much. We really
Thank you.
appreciate it. Honestly, we're just having fun and celebrating because we've been wanting to release this ever since it was
Absolutely.
made.
Absolutely.
It was so exciting to make together.
Again, for those of you who are not looking at the chat or whatever, if you want to enroll in the course, you have this week only. This week only can you get in with the option to have a Zoom call with all of us.
Yep.
Visit the sales page and you'll see all of the different options. But that is offered this week only.
Yeah, we can't
Also-
offer that our entire lives.
No.
It's just not that's not going to work.
No, that's part
So
of
this week.
this enrollment
This week
period
only.
And then the other thing that's part of this enrollment is 50 or 60% off what the normal price of the course is going to be. Why do we have launch week? Why don't we just let the course go out there forever? Because of the community aspect.
Yeah.
And we've started that right now with this live stream. We like to welcome groups of people together and build a community around learning and experiencing new things. And there couldn't be a better way to do that than create all this fanfare and do a launch week. Once this week closes, the three of us are going to be turning our attention towards you who have enrolled. We're going to be meeting with many of you over Zoom. We're going to be interacting with you and reading your comments, the
Yes.
things that you are experiencing. So we limit enrollment like this so that we can build the community and so that we can be attentive to the people who have chosen to join us on this first go around.
Once this first stream closes, we're going to continue to get drunk. And then we're going to be super relaxed and fresh so that we have great perspective to answer your questions as you're going through the course. So yeah, you want to definitely be in on this week.
Get in on it.
Get in on it.
All right. Is that
Oh my
it?
gosh, this is
it
the
over?
first time I've been drunk since I got pregnant.
We did good.
Well,
You've only been live for 2 hours and 40 minutes, almost 3 hours.
Amazing.
Forever.
Thank you so much. We absolutely adore you, our community. Thank you so much for being supportive of Harsh Vocals, of what we're doing. Even if you're so into clean singing, you're just here to throw support towards us. We super, super appreciate it.
absolutely.
Thank you
We're
guys so
excited
much.
about boys. Thank you. Thank you guys. You're the bestest. Have a wonderful rest of your Memorial Day. Have some
Enjoy.
Monster
Oh my God, it's Memorial Day.
I know it's Memorial
How did
Day.
I not know that?
It's Memorial Mimosa Monday.
Oh, Monster
Memorial Monday.
Monday.
Have a good one,
To all
y'all.
our
Bye-bye.
guys here.
Bye.
Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you soon.